Why they stop being responsive after a couple hours. Bam, we're live. Good morning. I think good morning. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Jeremy Eat World. Tom Guerin, Clock Cutter, Jeffrey Birchfield, Vindicate. Jeez Louise. Hit the like button softly, says Spiegel. Someone sent an email to the Sevan Podcast email saying they had to stop listening to the show because my phone was too loud. And I need to turn my phone off during the show. I hardly ever hear my phone during the show.
I can only remember one show that you had your phone going off consistently, and it was because of that one chat.
Oh, is that recently?
Yeah, it was like 3 days ago.
Jake Chapman, Bruce Wayne, Devesh, Clock Cutter. An American teen invites a pure-blooded Australian Sheila to a prom in San Francisco. I don't think there are any pure-blooded Australians anymore. They got them all. I'm reading this book. It's called The Moth and the Moth and the Moth in the Iron Lung. Sounds like a lame excuse, Sevi. What's a lame excuse?
So not watch a show.
On that guy's part. I don't know what that. I don't know. Hi, Paulina. Good morning. Good morning to my Holy Spirit, a God, and Sevan. Thank you. Cheers. Is that Lipton, a tea Kermit's drinking?
Yeah, it's Lipton.
Hi, Drew. How are you? Welcome. So I'm reading this book. It's called The Moth and the Iron Lung. I have 3 hours left in it. No, I just let you guys know I was lying. I'm not reading it. I'm listening to it. And I think where the book is going, I'll keep updating you. I'm going to get this author on so we can talk to him. But I think where the book is going is in 1890, it was required by law by the U.S. government for all farmland to be sprayed with arsenic and lead. That was the pesticide that was used. And that was done for many, many years to get rid of moths, especially this moth called I think it's called the gypsum moth that came from Europe. And at some point, there were so many moths in the streets of Vermont that when you walk down the street, you would slip and fall because there were so many of them. There were so many of them that you would go to bed at night and then you'd wake up in the morning and your trees would be completely deleaved, meaning all the foliage would be eaten off of them. And then the moths would start coming into your house. Sorry, the caterpillars. It was a massive, massive problem. It was consuming all the food. All the crops. Yep. Those guys, God, we have those like crazy in California. And so they started spraying everything with this arsenic and lead. And this arsenic and lead was killing a lot of people. There started being arsenic poisoning that was happening to children. And like any good company, this arsenic and lead pesticide company hired doctors and lawyers to do studies saying that it wasn't the arsenic and the lead that was killing the kids. Sound familiar? But what ended up happening is there was such a large consumption of arsenic and lead that it started weakening the gut biome, started weakening the immune system, started making it so that people, I don't know if it's called leaky gut or what, but basically there's this process when you eat food that the food, as it passes through your digestive tract, it's blocked from your bloodstream. And so your digestive tract, your stomach, your intestines, all that shit kills all the bacterias and bad shit in there. That's why in the book, they use an example. If you ate tetanus, you don't get tetanus. Tetanus has to be put directly into the bloodstream for you to get it. which is very hard to get. You basically have to step on some sort of like rusty nail or some shit like that. And so what they're suggesting is that polio had been around. In this book, they're suggesting polio had been around fucking forever. But what was happening is because there was so much arsenic and lead in our food supply that it weakened the large intestine, and people were basically getting their intestine was basically leaking into their bloodstream. And one of the manifestations of that was a disease called poliomyelitis, getting into your bloodstream and giving you polio. And it looks like the book's going to say that the sanitation issue was just totally misunderstood. And the irony of all of that is that's exactly what happened with COVID-19, right? They thought it was COVID killing them, but all of us know that it wasn't. It was the fact that you're addicted to refined carbohydrates because you have fucking idiots out there selling Snicker bars thinking it's cute, and cans of Sprite to little kids. A little sugar's okay. A little bit of heroin is okay. You say that it might be true, but you make a living off of that during a pandemic, where in the pandemic not being COVID-19, but the pandemic being the epidemic of mass consumption of sugar addicts everywhere. And next thing you know, you are blaming the symptom, which is the death by COVID. That's the symptom, but it's not the cause. The cause is just poor diet. And the cause wasn't polio that was killing people. It was the fact that the food supply had been compromised by arsenic and lead. And you can see this story. There was a bunch of stories during the beginning of COVID that I would point out that were just like this. The homeless issue is exactly the same. It's not a homeless issue. It's the fact that people have chosen to do drugs over getting shelter. Sevan, Sevi, you seen the nasal polio vax was shown to be giving? Yeah, well, I do know this, Matt Burns. I do know that the stuff that I've been reading about polio recently. I thought I heard a phone vibrating. The stuff I've been reading about polio recently is that the most number of cases, maybe the only number of cases, the only cases of polio on the planet are caused by the drug to prevent it rather than actual polio. So, yeah. Yeah, Greg had polio. Hopefully someday he'll tell that story. Because it is an interesting story. He was probably one of the last people ever to get it. He's definitely got to be. He was at the fucking tail end of it. I don't know any other people alive who have it. So there. Anyway, I'll keep telling you about the book. The book was recommended to me at dinner by one of the speaker's wives, William Briggs's wife. I went out to dinner with one of the speakers from Broken Science and his wife, and a bunch of other people were there. And the wife's like, "Oh, you got to read this book." What's the show about today? It's about Dick and Dykes. I was thinking more about that lady who told the guy wearing my shirt that I was homophobic. What does that word mean, homophobic? Maybe I am homophobic. Does that mean that I don't want to be anally penetrated? Because a person with dislike, no. Well, I do have prejudice against gay. What's prejudice mean? I extra like gay people. That's the part that's fucked up. A preconceived opinion that's not based on reason or fact. No. I'm not prejudiced. Well, you tell me. Are you gay? Caleb, pretend like you're gay.
Hi, Sevan.
Do you like penis?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm not. Thank you. Appreciate you doing that for me. Then I don't have any. I'm prejudiced, but it's not based on preconceived opinion that is not based on. It's based on reason. I just assume that my prejudice towards gay people is that if you have a penis, you like a penis. If you have a vagina, you like a vagina, and that you really don't want the other genitalia around you. Oh, let me do one more question to Caleb. Caleb, get back in character. Ready? Caleb, do you want I know this hot chick that wants to sit on your face. Can she?
No, thank you.
Well, see there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now you can go back to. Tell your wife I'm sorry. Okay, well, there you go. Sevi, you got that hoodie from the Dave Matthews concert? Why? Is it because it's like, is that like because it's acid wash? I got this from, what's the guy's name who was on the show last night? J.R. Howell.
James Howell.
Yeah, James Howell sent it to me. And some hats for my kids. Wow. Already an Oscar from Paper Street Coffee.
Oh, it gets better. Don't worry, Gabe.
Good morning, Gabe. Paper Street Coffee. I'm out, Gabe. Everything I have left is in the grinder. Send regular and decaf pronto, please. And anyone else who wants coffee, please go to Paper Street Coffee. Don't spell out streak. Just put ST. And use the code word Sevan, and you get a fat discount. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Hey, I wonder what there should be some really harsh word for people who accuse you of shit falsely.
Isn't there a word for that?
I don't know. It should be
like slander, or I guess it's not really a harsh word.
I want a word like bigot or cum guzzler.
Douche nozzle.
No, that's a kind of a fun word. If I call someone a douche nozzle, it's kind of a compliment. It's so fucking annoying that you would think that shirt is anti-gay. So lame.
Shitbags. That's a good one.
Oh, good morning, Hugh. Oh, is that a Polish name? Hugh Azel? Oh, smear merchant. Wow, clock cutter. That's nice.
Oh, I like that.
That is nice. Good morning, Rosie.
Jesus, Heidi.
Boom. Huge fan of the armpit. Okay. Regular and Scott Schweitzer in the house. A regular and decaf. Gabe has like 8 kinds of regular.
It's a very good point.
Caleb, before we get all crazy, I want to do 446. And I want you to, this is kind of long. You can skip through it if you want. But I want you to watch this video with us and tell us, you could even maybe skip, I think it's 2 minutes. You can even skip to the middle.
I don't think I can do that with this one.
Oh, all right. But this chick right here, Emily
Cairns?
I think she wants to be like in a one-arm category for the CrossFit Games. What's that called? There's a one like
upper body adaptive?
Okay. Yeah, let's just say that. And they won't give it to her. I really like looking at her fucked up little arm, by the way. When she shows it, I didn't even expect it.
Okay.
I'm such a weirdo, but for some reason I like looking at it. It's like thalidomide babies. I can't stop staring at that thing. I have so many questions about what it can and can't do. And she kind of gets into this, but anyway, I digress. That was my own weird fixation. But tell me, in your professional opinion, should she be in the one-arm category? Like with the upper body 1 point, maybe, Scott's saying? This isn't Laura. This is some other girl. I forget, Emily with the nice eyes and in the kind of, I give it. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to stay unbiased. I don't want to bias you. Okay. But she's pissed because she got some sort of rejection letter from CrossFit saying like, you're not tarted enough.
All right.
So I woke up to the most dismissive emails ever from CrossFit. Me asking how I appeal this. Clearly I was asking, can I apply through a different category, or like, how do I go about this? Because I clearly have a impairment.
Okay,
and
pause.
the response is,
Sorry. So she's bummed, right?
Yeah. I don't really like when people are like, "This is the most worst thing ever." So I'm already kind of like,
I
annoyed.
know.
I'm sorry.
See,
So
I wish she wasn't so dramatic. I want to tell you, I dinged her some points for that too. I agree. It's
Okay.
like, hey, dude, look at you. You're fucking hot and you don't have any acne. Like, life's good. Just chill.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. What if you were Elephant Man? But go on. You're right. I know. And you're young. It's like, dude, I'll take your shit. You want to be fitty? Like,
Exactly.
go on. I know. But let's give her a break. Here we go.
All right.
were basically just like, good luck, you don't qualify. No, like, if you feel you fit into a different category, this is how you go about it, this is what you do. Like, I'm sorry, but I definitely have an impairment. Like, if you look at my arm, let's start with
Look it. Isn't that amazing? She's not faking that, right? She's not like tucking one shoulder or something. That shit on the right is fucking, something's wrong with it.
Yeah, there's definitely like not as much muscle tone. It's smaller.
How about her hand is clamped shut? Sorry, not something wrong with it. It's grown differently.
I don't even. Is it grown? What is Herb's palsy?
God, look at my fingers compared to hers. I'm like a dwarf. Look at, I have like little sausage mitts. She has like, her fucked up hand is cooler than mine, but something's wrong with her shit.
Yeah.
I would fucking arm wrestle the shit out of that right arm.
Only the right arm though. Only the right arm.
I would fuck her up. Yeah, right-handed. She's not. Something's not right.
Yeah, I can see.
I love it though that she shows that. Look at it, elbow doesn't straighten.
Yeah, it looks like Josh Bridges' elbow.
Hey, it's like one of those. Have you ever seen, if you go to like a Walmart or something or a Kmart and you look in the parking lot, those black birds, and start staring at their legs? There's half those birds there have a fucked up leg. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah,
they're all fucking like got claw feet or a leg's broken off. What happens to those birds? That's a hard life.
They probably just keep flying as much as they can.
Okay, so she's a runner. She's not a handstand walker for sure. This girl.
Definitely.
Okay.
This arm is clearly a lot smaller than my dominant arm. You know, leg length difference is something that does qualify to get you into the games.
All right.
I definitely have a difference in size here.
I agree.
I've got my forearms on the table.
What the fuck? Look at her wrist, dude.
Oh, wow. The forearm's even shorter. That's crazy.
She got a bird hand on that right hand.
Yeah, it's basically like it's like a claw.
Yeah. Okay. So we agree something's jacked up.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's not a filter.
No, I don't think so.
They are different sizes. I cannot supinate my hand around to face me. Like, I literally have no extension through my wrist, and you're telling me
what does that mean? What does that mean? She can't supinate. She can't do this thing.
Yeah. So like supination is like your hand up, like your palm up, and then pronation is your palm down.
Okay.
So she can't like rotate her palm.
So she can't wipe her ass with that hand.
No.
If she can't supinate.
Unless she does it with like the back of her hand.
And she can't get extension. What does that mean?
Like she can't flex her wrist or extend her wrist up like that.
Okay. Perfect.
In the open. How am I meant to do a handstand walk? How am I meant to put my hand flat? How am I meant to do a clean? I can't go into this position. Like, my wrist is fused together. I can't put my hand flat. To put my hand down, I have to do this.
Oh my God, look how nice her legs are.
My thumb is permanently dislocated. I cannot put my thumb out. I clearly have an impairment. I have 50% less muscle in this arm than I do in my good arm.
Yeah, that shoulder's
I literally can, like, putting a cup of coffee to my mouth is a struggle. I have to take my mouth to the coffee. Like, I am furious that
something's wrong with me. I just can't get over how attractive she is. I can't even listen to her.
She is very pretty.
I want to see her legs again. She should have done this with the bag on her head.
Just audio.
Oh, look at David. What a crybaby. Dude. My God. Okay. This is where we miss grown-up Brian reporting. Oh, my God. It's just so hard. It's like,
thing is,
I mean,
just like,
she's a sunflower. I just see her as a sunflower. I can't even listen to her. She's just a big giant sunflower to me. I don't know what that means, but I love a sunflower. Wait, hold on. Bailey wants to say something. Bailey Walker. They just said she doesn't fit in that category, right? She probably does fit into another, though, correct? She still has an arm where other people in the category don't have one at all. Well, that's why Clive wants an adult here, like, to be like, no. Well, Caleb's he's in the military. He'll figure it out. Hang tight. I keep interrupting him. Hang tight. Caleb will figure it out for us.
I think she really just needs to send another email.
Well, it might be too late now, right? Shit's closed up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just usually, if from my perspective, if somebody emails me in like the negatory and like doesn't give me an option, I'm just gonna email them back and say like, hey, what the fuck?
How about this one, neuromuscular?
Yeah, I suppose. I think like palsy itself is a neuromuscular. It looks like, well, her kind of palsy is like here, I'll show you what I found about Herb's palsy.
I'll read this too. Here's an adult. This guy's an adult. Tyler Watkins. The issue is the adaptive athletes have to perform a workout viewed by CrossFit to determine if they qualify. Some are treating it serious and giving effort. Others are making it look worse. Oh, you mean like you want to be in the one leg category, so you just drag your leg around, even though it does kind of work. Oh, neuro is gone.
Oh, well, that explains that.
Oh, put her in the hurt. Do they have a hurt feelings division?
Probably.
I wish they had a vaccine injured division. We should look at her Instagram when this is done and see if we can see more of her legs. One of the major issues is CrossFit only has a handful of categories where other adaptive competitions have about double the number of categories. I don't know if problem is the right word, but I hear you. I mean, dude, there's only 20. I think yesterday Brian showed me there's only 20 dudes in the short statured one, the midget division. But those dudes should be fully exploited, by the way.
Yeah,
I would bring those fuckers into the Coliseum and have them do something for sure.
Boxing.
Everyone wants to see those dudes do shit. I want to see those dudes do like bar muscle ups and shit. Oh, we just skip to trying to find her legs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Can we start at the end again or no?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, let's hear her out. Maybe she comes up with something.
A topic this sensitive to someone.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
In such a terrible, terrible way. Like CrossFit, you need to do better. Like, what is happening?
Yes, this is sensitive.
You're trying to make it fair, but by not allowing people who have legitimate disabilities, that is not making it fair. I'm so mad right now. I don't even know what to do.
I could think of a few things you should do. Or why does it say herbs
palsy? I think that's what the kind of disability that she has. It looks like the way that it's just described is that she had some sort of trauma to her. Like, so there's a nerve cluster in your shoulder. It's called the brachial plexus, and it kind of like innervates all of your, like, from your shoulder down. And so when you have trauma to that, it can cause atrophy or decreased growth in the musculature around in the arm.
Maybe the division should be called "Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt" division.
Well, that would be more ideal, probably.
Because she's pissed because basically two things are conflated. She doesn't feel like it's being handled sensitively enough, which unfortunately I'm the wrong person to talk to about that. Because I struggle with empathy in that division. But the other thing is I think she doesn't. She's pissed because she does think she's, I don't know what the word is, tarded, handicapped, fucked up, broken. She thinks she fits into one of the categories. And they say she doesn't. And she's pissed.
I mean, she doesn't really fit into the normal. I mean, I shouldn't say normal, to like the open category either. So I suppose if she's not going to fit into the open category, then she should probably fit into one of the other ones.
Well, that arm is clearly can't do all. Like that arm is not an arm.
Yeah, it's not super functional. I think
No.
she's probably figured out a way to do some things with it. Like she said, she can like at least hold a coffee cup.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like she's not going to be doing muscle ups or handstand walks or like.
Does she have a boyfriend?
I think I saw that she might have.
I'd love to interview him just for like 5 minutes. Can he call in? I have some questions.
Maybe not.
Okay, so what do you do, Caleb? We have thousands of more of these videos to look at.
Send a scathing email to CrossFit. That's usually what I would do.
What? Oh, she has a kid already? Little photo dump, Christmas and New Year's. Oh, that's her brother. And it doesn't help that she has an English accent because that makes her even seem more mature to me.
Is that the standard for maturity?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, hey, you're an adult. Suck it up. Hey, but I'd let her in. I would let her into the one-armed division. Hey, what's the worst thing that can happen? Other one-armed people are like, fuck that. That bitch is too capable.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't just be like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like I don't know that they have so many people in that division that they can't just.
Well, you don't want to screw them and be like, you know how like they're letting like Leah Thomas. You don't want to like they're letting dudes swim in women's meets. If that arm is let's look at that red dress picture. Yeah, let her in. I can clearly see in this photo something's wrong with her arm. The fuck? I was imagining myself going out in that dress.
What?
I would not be comfortable in that. That's just, you can't. I feel naked in that.
You're definitely not a homophobe
then. What about this? That's interesting. Just tell her she can't use that arm.
Well, that's what they do in like in that division. Like if somebody has like they have the arm, but it's not fully functional, they make them like strap it to their chest basically, and then they can only use their like dominant arm.
No shit.
Yeah, I've seen it. I can't remember exactly where I saw it, but like a guy has an arm, like he has two arms. One of them's just not functional, so they have the other one attached to their arm.
And is that the rule? They tell you can't use it?
Yeah, because that's
Mark Fuentes is saying not true.
All right, fine, Mark. Fucking tell me what's right.
Bro, she has arms. I know, right. You only see legs. It's so hard. I'm telling you, you don't smile and put a bag on your head and resend the video. Don't stand up and show us your quads. So fucking. It's like talking to us about eating keto while you're parading around a fucking box of chocolates. Well, I say let her in. I say it's too bad you can't vote on it. You can't get all the other one-armed dudes to be like, no, too much arm. I mean, that's the only drawback. If you're actually, if at the end of the day, it's equivalent to letting a dude into a chick's competition, like if she's just too good, right?
Yeah.
The whole point is you have to be fucked up. So they're trying to give a place to even the playing field. Here we go. Patrick Clark. One leg to stand on.
There's another adaptive athlete.
Oh.
This is the lower body, though.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this chick. This chick's account is huge. She's all over my, CrossFit or Instagram search wants me just to spend all my time on this chick's account. Matt Burns, that's an interesting litmus test. Does she masturbate with that arm? What if that was one of the 20 questions to see if you're capable?
Yes. All right, you're out. Can't compete.
Yeah. Completely functional. Why can't it be something like hail a cab? Why does it have to be to masturbate? So crass. Okay. Anyway, so Caleb, can you give us a final? Does she? If you were on that games team, would you let her in?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Me too. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Oh, we need an audio cue for that. Like Caleb has spoken. that I don't know if we should keep going down perving on athletes category, but okay, we'll take a break from perving on athletes. 447. I thought this was interesting because this is kind of what I do with my kids. I really like this.
Go. There's something called the rule of 100. A rule of 100 states that if you spend 100 minutes,
he means 100 hours,
any discipline in a year, which is about 18 minutes a day, any discipline, playing the violin, karate, MMA fighting, deep sea diving, whatever, pick the discipline, 18 minutes a day, you will be better than 95% of the world's population in that discipline. That doesn't mean you're going to win an MMA title. It doesn't mean you'll be the best violin player, but you'll be better than 95% of the world's population. It's consistency. So imagine this. If my kid is 8 years old and I say, Charlie, every day for 18 minutes, we're going to work on soccer. And next year, we're going to do that with the piano. And next year, we're going to do that with meditation.
That's my whole kid's life. 18 minutes of reading a day, 18 minutes of writing a day, 18 minutes of math a day, 18 minutes of piano a day, 18 minutes of skateboarding a day, 18 minutes of tennis a day. That's my whole kid's it's a trip. 18 minutes of sitting and meditating a day.
I think it's crazy that it's like I imagine people believe learning something is going to take some like grand amount of time. You can actually do it pretty quickly
if you just spend a little bit of time every day.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember one time I was talking to someone in the CrossFit community, a really big name in the community. And I said, yeah, I've written 2 books and all I did was I spent about an hour every day for like 6 months. And they got so fucking angry at me because this person's written a bunch of books, huge books in the space. Like, it's not that. It's 8 hours a day for 6 months. I was like, all right, fine.
8 hours?
Yeah, something crazy like that. Maybe more, 10 hours. And they poo-pooed me.
You're sitting down for 8 hours at a computer and that's all you're doing is writing?
I guess. I don't know.
I think when we had Brian Monarch on, the guy who did what was that book called? About the Bitcoin billionaire one. I think he said that he just sat down and like for an hour a day and wrote something for an hour.
Oh, that guy's name was Brian
No, sorry. That was a comedian. Metz. No.
He had a Jew name.
Ben Metzfield.
God, you have a good memory. That's what he did. He said he wrote an hour a day, like in the morning.
Ben Mesrick.
Oh yeah, good job.
I think he said that he just like sat in his office and just like fiddled around on his computer for like an hour a day or something. Like he barely spent any time at all on it.
Even just 18 minutes a day reading.
Yeah. Like that's what I would do.
Ben Mesrick.
I kind of got into a habit of like reading 20 minutes every day, like before I would go to bed.
Yeah.
And so, I've finished more books in the past 6-7 months than I have in probably the past 4 years.
Hey, have you noticed that your reading's gotten better?
Yeah. Like I have a better comprehension and I can read faster now. Like
I don't read for a long time and then I read something. I have to read the getting back in is crazy. I have to read like the same sentence, every sentence twice.
Oh,
and once I warm up, it's like, oh, thank God. Now I can just read.
Yeah, I can just like pick out the words now instead of having to like, and the dog ran across the road. Because those are the books I'm reading anyway. It's children's books.
Bob books. Okay, let's go back to looking at games athletes. Can you pull up that Amy Kringle podcast that we were fucking with yesterday?
With Pedro?
Yeah, Pedro hit me up from Coffee Pods and Wads, and he said he did ask her if she had a boyfriend, and he said he said he really liked her. She's cool as shit. He said she was very present. I think that's what he said. And it's at 56:30. He asked her if she has a boyfriend. Someone thought that I was making fun of Pedro because he talks too much. No, I've actually given him the opposite critique. He lets his guests talk too much. So I wasn't making fun of him at all. It was just, I mean, I was making fun of me and Caleb and her and him yesterday. It was just a little bit, but I wasn't like directly making fun of him. Okay. Coffee Wads and Pods, the host Pedro, 5630. We're going to find out, does Amy Kringle have a boyfriend? Here we go.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. Have you, like, you said you had an ex-boyfriend. How long ago was that? The cyclist.
Oh shit. Crazy follow-up question.
This was about what month? I keep losing track of the months. Like 2 years ago.
Did he have a big nose?
So I'd say it's kind of hard if you're at the level that you're at. It's probably hard to have, not hard to have a relationship, but it's probably a lot more work maybe to have a relationship unless they're also doing CrossFit and have, you know, like unless there's like I just feel like someone who does CrossFit full time dating like a nurse will be difficult because it'd be a lack of understanding of. But it's
Please,
just
one more boyfriend question.
Whereas like if two people do CrossFit, it's kind
together?
of easier to understand. I guess you can be more empathetic towards sore.
Why
leg,
did you break up? Why did you break up?
Yeah. So he does
Here we go.
like I keep in touch with him now and then. He does triathlon. So like that I guess worked because he understood like what
you used to do triathlons as well, didn't you?
Ah, fuck me. Okay. Hey, yeah, she is pretty too. She's crazy hot. What if there's that show Kate Gordon did? Kate Gordon does a show with Con Porter where she asks him all sorts of sexual questions.
They did a show together?
Yeah, they did a show together. I listened to the whole fucking thing. At the end, she asked him if he takes it in the dumper from girls. She does. She does. I mean, they talk. But someone should do that show with the girls where they talk about intimacy. We used to call it the alphabet game, and so it would be like you found us some. Here we go.
Just a clip from
Okay, let's.
So it would be like literally, we'd be like alphabet game. Both take our clothes off, and we would just go through the alphabet from A to Z and try and think of some sort of sex act with every letter of the alphabet. And it would go in turns. So like 1 week, like one time I would start, and then we would alternate. So I'd do A, she'd do B, and vice versa. The next time she'd start with A, then I'd start with B. And it was the same sort of thing.
God.
And you'd be like it was kind of always like try it, let's go.
Did you ever get past like E?
Well, yeah, like
I feel like you'd get carried away.
Midway through, and you can, but that's the thing. Like that's that whole idea of we enjoyed the fun of that experience. That wasn't necessarily an extremely erotic experience. It was about just exploring our sexual curiosity and being a bit silly with it all, like being a little bit.
Can you give me examples of what you would do?
How are they just gonna leave it like that? I was invested.
Yeah, I forgot that we were doing a podcast.
Me too. Oh.
Audrey, he is gorgeous. Bailey, Con is so damn hot. Eric, E for elbow. Game would be over with A with my wife. Elbow deep. Oh, we shouldn't have opened this up. Philip Kelly, Con sexy as fuck. I don't. You guys just leave this podcast and go listen to that one. That's if you want to hear Con. Who wants to hear Con talk about his sex life?
Do you want me to play what Brian sent us last night?
Play what?
What Brian sent us last night?
Oh yeah, that if you have that, yeah, that's actually a great idea. That will help. That will help fix people a little bit. They're off their rocker right now. I am sweating a little bit. I was thinking about taking my socks off. Here we go.
A lot of sexual escapades, as I let you know, like having little adventures with some freaky Chicago girls. And I've come to the realization, I've been talking to one, that I don't think pegging is necessarily that gay. I've been having a lot of sexual.
Oh my goodness. Mr. McGavin, do you think that was an accident he fell off?
I feel like he looks too awkward for it to be like planned, but also maybe he's played to that and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Man,
poor guy.
The word the guy is saying the was the world saying. Never mind. That's what.
That was the world saying it is gay. That it was being pegged.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
But do not put your paw in my coffee.
God just told him he was wrong. Ooh, that's gross. Yes, 100% accident. Wow. Okay. I don't. Oh, by the way, I actually did. There was something in here. I don't use the word gay. Play 439. Speaking of gay, like I don't use the word gay. Like I would call someone a retard, like because it actually means something. But like if someone does something, like if that's not actually gay, then I don't use the word gay. Like, oh, here we go. These guys. I stopped doing that.
Math are so gay. You still call things gay? Yeah. I just thought we were extinct. Really? That's retarded. Oh my God, you still say that too. People that like me.
But retard. The reason why I don't use the word gay, yeah, like I wouldn't say that. Like something's gay as fuck, unless it was gay as fuck. Like it would have to actually be like two rainbow colored bears having anal. But like I don't just refer to something as gay anymore. Like if I went into a bike shop and there were two bikes, and I wouldn't be like, I don't like that one, it's gay. I just don't do that. I stopped doing that years ago. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel like it's bashing gay people. I haven't done that in 10 years, 20, 30 years. It makes me feel, people have done that on our show even. Use the word gay like that.
I've definitely used it like that.
I just don't. But I'm not hating for those who do. I just don't.
Dudes act pretty gay when you're sitting around each other for 6 months. So
yeah, that's definitely dudes sitting around together for 6 months could be considered gay.
Shit gets gay for sure.
Yeah. Christine Young. I do say gay to refer to gay. Yeah. Thank you. Me too. Khan is gay as fuck. I agree. I do agree.
Is he gay or is he's just open?
No, he's gay. He doesn't know it, but he's definitely gay. Or I don't know. Maybe he's open. I don't know. I don't understand Khan exactly. I do think he's a good dude, but he has to be careful because the dark side likes to get the good dudes. And you just got to be careful. Not that the dark side has anything to do with being gay. It just has to do with you don't want to be what's the thing? So open that your brain falls out.
That's a thing.
Yeah. I'll show you. Oh, here we go. 443. I think some people are starting to forget what woke is.
Well, it's become, and I make fun of it too, because it's become an eye roll. I only heard it, I don't know what it was, 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago. Both we heard the term woke, and it was like alert to injustice. I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. Yes, it became sort of a byword for a lot of this goofy stuff. My politics hasn't changed. They've changed. 5 years ago, no one was talking about defunding the police. I never heard that phrase 5 years ago, letting 3-year-olds decide what gender they are. This wasn't something 5 years ago. Free speech, used to be a left-wing thing that we were proud and owned. And now that seems to be under attack.
You're right. You haven't changed, but the liberals have.
When you say woke.
Yeah. Woke is when you think it's okay for kids to generally mutilate themselves.
Is that the definition now?
I mean, it's just all those things that fall into that category. I mean, I don't know if it's the definition. Those are all examples of woke behavior. Woke behavior is confusing the words gender and sex, which it's fucking, look at how fucking, which is crazy how many people do it. What's that guy's name? Crowder? Is there a guy, Larry Crowder?
Sure.
Crowder. I want to show you this video. Play 441. I want to explain to you guys. I know most of you have heard this talk, and maybe now's the time for some of you to get up and go to the bathroom, but if you're having a discussion of whether the Sasquatch has fur or hair, and worried about the distinguishing between whether the Sasquatch has fur or hair, you start to forget that the Sasquatch isn't real, something's fucking wrong with you. And those are the pitfalls that human beings fall into. And hopefully that just stays in the woke crowd. But you're going to see the Steven Crowder guy is a fucking retard too. This chick fucking schools his ass. You have to know what's real and what's just a concept. Like, when I'll use this example, red does not really mean stop. It's just an idea. And we've decided to act on it. Green does not actually mean go. Money doesn't actually have any real value. These are just things that we agree on. But a rock falling through the sky is really a rock falling through the sky. Are you guys able to understand the distinction between that? Those words are signifiers for something that we're witnessing, that we're objectively witnessing, that we can observe and then measure. That rock was up there and now it's down here. We will never be able to measure the fur on Sasquatch or whether it's fur or hair. We will never be able to measure how much red means stop or how much it means. It's just all made up shit. And there's this crazy, and that's what gender is, and that's where all the confusion lies. I think. It's such a stupid idea that I'm presenting. I can't believe how many fucking people don't get it. But I think maybe that's where all the idiots are hanging out. And that's why there's this confusion between gender and sex. You can look up the definition of the word gender. It's a cultural phenomenon. There's nothing real about it. Even when you suggest that you have a gender, you're starting to play their game. You're a fucking retard. No one would have a gender if someone didn't introduce the idea to you. A rock exists without the word rock. Do you guys understand that? Do people fucking not understand that? Sex exists without the word sex. It's called your penis and your vagina. It's your chromosomes. Look at this guy's like, what? Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird? I'm sorry. I don't mean to wake you up too quickly in the morning. There's things that are in your head and in your imagination, and then there's things that are real. When you conflate the two, you are a full-blown liberal. I mean, retard. Sorry, I get those words confused sometimes. Liberal is not a real fucking thing. It's just like, it's a word we use. We gather up a bunch of fucking thoughts and ideologies and behaviors, and we use those to categorize a group of people. Same with conservative Republican. You guys understand that, right? You have to be able to have some discernment. Okay, here it goes. Here Crowder says dumb shit again. I saw Donald Trump Jr. doing this dumb shit too the other day. You're just entering the world of idiocy when you guys are fucking conflating words.
What gender do you think you are?
Well, I'm a male.
Okay, well, I think you're a woman.
No, legally I'm a male.
Oh,
it says on my driver's license that I'm a male.
Okay, everything's
so
fine.
that's your sex.
No, it's yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So it's your
there you
sex.
go. There you go. She just called him on it. So you can use male and female can be used to describe, is that a male gender or is that a male sex? Those two are interchangeable. But the thing on your driver's license is a reference to your sex. The thing on your driver's license is a reference to your sex, not your fucking gender. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. There's no such thing as gender. Yeah, you can. Not everyone has a gender if you don't want to play that game. What kind of magician am I in Dungeons and Dragons? I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm not a magician. Sorry, I don't have one of those. But everybody has a sex. Everybody. Yeah, Steven Crowder. Yeah, he gets fucking tooled by her. It's because he's so worried about arguing and being right, he doesn't stop and listen. And he's letting this bitch conflate the words. And you're never going to get anywhere with anyone on that. I saw that and I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, no science could be done like that. You can't be like conflating breast cancer with brain cancer. Is that a helicopter or airplane? Nah, it just flies. That's smart people don't hang out there. Well, actually, unfortunately, more and more smart people are falling asleep in that. Everybody has sex, has a sex. Not everybody has sex. What's the difference between gender and sex? Playing catch up to this game of semantic jiu-jitsu. Sex is just something you can point at, your penis, and you have something physical that denotes it, that makes it real. Your chromosomes, your cock, your vagina, your ability to have kids, the characteristics of whatever animal you're looking at. And gender's just made up shit. Like Irish dudes think that wearing a skirt makes you very manly. Well, it's just subjective shit. Whereas us men in the United States thinks wearing a skirt is gay. See, I use it like that, meaning you like to take cock. And it's just all made up stuff, just based. It's on cultural norms. It's just nothing. But people will fall for that shit. Like someone will ask you, "What's your gender?" And the first thing I'll be like, "I don't got a fucking gender. A big old fucking 10-inch kielbasa in my shorts. I don't need a gender." I slapped your mom with my gender last night. What? What'd you say?
I said we have kielbasa in the fridge.
There you go. Need a gender. Thank you, Bob. Bob Jerome. Gender is a social construct referring to characteristics of women, men, boys, girls, masculine and feminine. Oh, Clive, sorry. That's more Scottish, to be fair, Sevi. Although we did have some kilts in Ireland, too. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that like us Americans, when we see those fucking hairy Scottish dudes come out in the skirts and you're a fucking 10-year-old boy, I'm like, oh, those dudes fucking are homos from San Francisco. That's cool. Let's party. But they're not. Those are like the manliest of men that like chop wood and shit over there. That's just gender shit. That's like Baryshnikov used to wear fucking tights and a wife beater. Looked homo as fuck to people in the States, but to me, in my Armenian heritage, I saw him as a Russian fucking gangster god that slayed beaver. It's just a, geez Louise. Shit. Gender, I hardly know her. Thank you. I'm glad I'm starting to, yeah, exactly. Does anyone here think that red really means stop? Or it's just something that we've agreed upon so we don't get in car accidents? We all on the same page with that one too?
Definitely, because I continue to walk across the street regardless of the light color.
Right. Fuck you. I ain't accepting red as stop. Uh, 437. Slade beaver, sea beaver. Got the different kinds of beaver. Yeah, you got to use. Thank you. You have to use the word beaver right. That was a Freudian slip. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like this.
See, most people don't find the love of their life because they're not being the love of their own life. You see, the law of the universe is you attract what you are. And if you're not being for yourself what you want to attract, you won't attract it. You will only attract what you are. And if what you're being is desperate, in need, in a state of lack, and not enough for myself, so I need somebody else to fill this for me, you will always attract people who will take advantage of the void that you have within yourself. So you must be able to identify, what do I want to attract, and then become that for yourself in order to have it in your life. You see, most people.
And when I heard that, I was like, when I met my wife, I was like in a deep, deep, deep search for God. Like crazy search. I wanted to go into the unknown. I wanted to go into the abyss. I wanted to see the power of the universe. I wanted to witness it, experience it. I wanted to serve God. I wanted to give my life to that power. Instead, I found Haley.
Haley is God.
I guess, but it seems it was a good. I'll take it. When I heard that, I was like, oh, what headspace was I in for years when I met Haley? That was like the headspace I was in. What do you think? Well, let's stay on this theme with this dude. What do you think about this one? This one I was tripping on a little bit, 436. I wanted to push back on this one a little bit.
I was basically in denial the entire time that once I had met my now wife to when we got married.
What? Oh, denial about what?
Like that we were going to ever like continue to be together.
Oh, and then were you like at the wedding and and you're like, oh shit. Like, when did you stop being in denial? Are you still in denial?
No, I probably stopped being in denial. I think we had been together for probably 3 or 4 years. And then after that, I was like, all right, maybe this will work out. Because
did you think you didn't deserve her?
No, I just had a feeling that like she wasn't going to stick around. Because I knew from a really long time, not because of her, but because of what I had always anticipated joining the military.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, the divorce rate in the military is insane, and like nobody maintains relationships while they're in the military. So I just assumed that there was no possible chance that it was going to work out. But you
think you did that to protect yourself emotionally? Meaning you're like, okay, I like this girl. She's fucking everything. I could marry her, but this bitch is going to kick me to the curb when I go in the military, and I'm just going to accept it.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely did that to keep myself from like being emotionally attached or like losing my shit. Because she's super fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just love emotional pain. Do you remember the first time you cried over a girl?
Yeah. It was my senior year of high school.
That long? That was the first time you cried? Wow, that's pretty good. You went, that's quite a run without crying over a girl.
Yeah. It was like my first like long relationship. And then we were both going to college in different places, like hours apart. And I was like, this isn't gonna work out. I'm sorry. And then we broke up.
Oh God. Did you go out drinking?
No. I played soccer at the time, so I was like,
I thought you were gonna say Xbox.
No. I played soccer at the time for the college, so I was like very focused on playing.
I had this girlfriend in like the second grade or third grade, Kim Cavender. I would walk her home from school. She was from the South, redheaded girl, crazy accent. I would even hold her hand and shit sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and she
hold
moved.
her hand all the way to the house.
No, just like a little bit here and there. I wanted to touch her so fucking bad, like her hair, and I wanted to like hold her and like anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like sit on the ground and put your feet against each other. You know, like and like I just she was so awesome. I wonder what happened to her. But she fucking moved and I was fucked up. I cried in my mom's arms for a long time.
I moved so often that I was just kind of like numb to it. Like I got used to it, like making friends with people and then leaving and never talking to them again. So one time I had a friend in.
Hey, that shit doesn't happen anymore.
What do you
with
mean?
Social media? These fucking kids. Like my nephew came here to visit me. I don't know, when he was in the 6th grade, and now he's 20 and he lives here in Santa Cruz. He just moved here, and it's been he has the same friends because he kept touch through Snapchat or whatever they keep in touch with.
Yeah,
he has like best friends here. It's so weird. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a friend that before we had phones or anything, I had a friend that we were like best friends all the way through elementary school, and then when I moved here, he like texted me out of the blue, like in the middle of the night, and was like, "Hey man, I just want to say I'm sorry for the way that I treated." I hadn't talked to this guy in like years.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm sorry for the way that I treated you and all this shit, and like I'm trying to be a better person and blah blah blah. And it literally read like a suicide note.
Yeah,
like he was just like trying to like cut ties with everybody. I tried to call that guy like 20 times. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you can't be doing this shit.
Hey, maybe he was going through AA and he was doing like his amends, like step 74 or whatever that is.
Yeah, very possible. Finally, he responded like probably 12, 15 hours later. But like we hadn't talked for years, and finally he just like sends me that because we have social media and like he can like we see each other on like a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like just through the screen. But yeah, that was fucking wild.
And did he kill himself?
No, he was. I think he, just like you said, I think he was just trying to like make amends for nonsense that he did or something. I don't know. It was weird.
I've never cried over a girl, David Weed, wide, but I cry every day over hurt dogs on TikTok. I don't even get it.
There's always TikToks or like videos or reels of dogs that are like homeless or like need surgery or they swallowed too many socks or something and they need their stomach pumped and somebody needs to pay for it because the owners don't have insurance.
Feed it to an alligator. Wait, what is this? Kenneth DeLab, real men don't cry. We just bottle it up. There's some truth. There's some truth to that. I know that's not a popular belief, but it is important to push that shit down sometimes. I've told you guys the story. When I did get fired from CrossFit in 2020, my wife's like, I got home. My wife and I are both fired on the same day. I'm like, did you cry? And she goes, yeah. I go, okay. I'm like, I'm going in the room. I'm going to cry a little bit. She's like, all right. It was so weird. Like maybe only twice in my life. I was like, I just knew I needed to go do it.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't want to, I just went in there and closed the door and laid on the bed and just waited for some tears to come down my face.
What's got to be really weird is both of you having the same situation occur to you at the same time and both of you having to go through it. Because I imagine usually...
And we didn't even talk about it. Meanwhile, we didn't even talk about it. I'm just like, did you cry? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm going to go in the room and cry now. I went in there and closed the door and cried.
I just imagine like when something bad happens, it's usually to one partner or the other. It's never like at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my mom died, but your mom, but it's not your mom, so you're good. Like somebody is able to support in that situation. That's fucking crazy.
You know, it's crazy too. Obviously it's just so fucked financially. And, we didn't even it was like too bad to even talk about.
Yeah.
Like even to this day, like every once in a while, she's like, do you want to talk about our finances? I'm like, not really. She's like, all right, let me know when you do. She's such a good girl. What is this where we were?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that crying and about my fucking life falling apart. All right, here we go. Hey, I'm just joking. No one fucking send me something. Tell me, is everything okay? I get worried about you. Everything's fine. I'm just being melodramatic. Me and my wife are great. She paid the mortgage this month. We're sticking in there. Everyone be chill. Okay.
Do this exercise with me real quick. It's another fun one. Cross your arms. Okay. Now, cross your arms the other way. You feel that? It feels weird. It's like, what the f***? This is not right. What you're experiencing is cognitive dissonance. It's your brain saying, hey, this isn't how we do things. Like, go back. You feel the discomfort. If you're keeping your arms that way, you feel the discomfort. Like this urge to go back to like the original way you cross your arms. This happens anytime we try to change something in our lives for the better. What we're not familiar with, our brain will always try to go back to the familiar. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Do this exercise with me real quick.
Hey, in college, this is so inappropriate. In college, this girl jerked me off once like this. Well, more than once. But instead of like this, she jerked me off like this. You know, with her hand like this, like shotgun style, I guess it's called.
Okay.
And I switched. I switched. That's it. At the end. I mean, not permanently, but I switched. I was like, wow, how have I
It's like I thought I knew how to jerk myself off the best.
Yeah, it's like going at the park and being in like you're on the monkey bars and you're the kid who always climbs to the top and then walks across the top. You know that kid? That's like Avi. And then one day you see a kid use the monkey bars like this, and you're like, no shit, you can hang from them. It was like, wow. I was like, wow. Wow.
I never would have guessed.
There's something so much more masculine jerking off like this than like this. I can't really explain it. It's like flipping someone off like this versus like this. This is so much more masculine.
It's more aggressive.
This has like some Valley Girl shit in it.
Yeah.
It's like when someone grooms their beard too much. You know what I mean? It's like your eyebrows are done, your beard's groomed, you're all coiffed, and you're a dude. And it's like, and then you have the tattoos and you got the lotion on them. It's like, it's too much. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. There's something just like kind of just.
You're going to have like 10 people after the show try that out.
I hope so. I like a hand job like it's the last bit of ketchup in the bottle.
You like getting a little pat?
Oh my goodness. That would be so funny if a girl did that to you. She was jerking you off and like you just weren't busting up. So she started slapping you on the back really hard. You're like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to get it out. That would be so funny. God, if you're a girl, please do that to your boyfriend and tell me how that, tell me what he says. Hit him right on the small of his back, like right above like his butt crack. Really hard. Just start slapping him on there.
Like with the heel of your hand too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
I will tell you this. There's a lot of stupid like advice out there, like in women's magazines, like of stuff that like you should try with your guy. So much stupid shit. Like as he's ejaculating, push on that spot between his like anus and his ball sack and like
the button.
Yeah, whatever. There's just all sorts of like your boyfriend does not want you trying anything new. Like just stick to like what you know. But
same old hand job.
Yeah, but I will tell you this in with peace and love. If you want to expedite a hand job, use both hands. That's it. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Or if you want to emasculate them, use both hands.
And then be like, where's your penis? Okay. Enough of that.
We're never going to get any sponsors.
Never. I've had my issues with Matt Walsh, but I throw him in the category with James O'Keefe. I just, no, it's for everyone. Trust me. It's for everyone. Quiet, Mason. You don't know shit. When's the last time you had a two-handed handy? I know what you're talking about. I've had my, but there's these people you got to give a pass to. They're just doing so much good in the world that I just give them a pass. It would be like, I give James O'Keefe, like if James O'Keefe took a sandwich from a pregnant woman, I zero judgment, zero. And Matt Walsh, it's hard for me to judge him because he's done so much good. Yeah, but that's just a little much. You expedite a hand job, use your mouth. I mean, that it's just asking a little much. I'm just saying. Of course, but I'm just saying, like
bare minimum.
Yeah, just double hand on that thing, and that thing will blow. I think he did get removed. Develop yourself. I get it. See it? Develop yourself.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you.
Not even grass.
I'm not falling for that again. What causes neck issues? Yeah. Blowjob causes neck issues. Very dangerous. Anyway, I like Matt Walsh. I like what he's done, and if I'm kind of okay. I mean, he's pretty conservative, of like maybe even beyond my liking, but I don't care. Like I don't care if I'm not worried about him hurting anyone's feelings. He's done too much good. Oh, there goes my phone. Okay, go ahead.
Insults Dylan Mulvaney as eerie, weird, and bizarre. You can get the point across without saying it.
There's nothing he said that isn't true, but it accomplishes nothing.
Factually, he's not wrong.
If your job is to win hearts and minds, I don't think this is the best way of doing it.
They all agree that I'm right, but they think that it goes too far by saying it out loud. I'm here to tell you that you are delusional. We got into this position in our culture precisely by valuing politeness over truth. Where did you get this idea? That the way to win the culture is by being nice. Is that how the left won the culture? Have you been paying attention at all? When I look at what these people have done to our country, the devastation they have wrought on a generation of children and adults alike, I get very angry. These people are after my kids and yours and everyone else's. So yes, my words reflect anger because I am angry. But the problem is not that I'm angry. The problem is that you aren't nearly angry enough.
Matt Walsh.
So for those of you who don't know who Dylan Mulvaney is, Dylan Mulvaney's this like TikTok wonder star dude that turned into a girl. And I guess Matt Walsh called him eerie, weird, and bizarre. And Dylan Mulvaney is eerie, weird, and bizarre. There's some very eerie, weird, and bizarre qualities of him. Maybe you could pull out and look there. Maybe there's a different and I'm okay with I'm okay with little name calling. This person is eerie, weird, and bizarre. To be completely honest, I have trouble looking at this person. When a couple of my friends send me a lot of the transgender stuff, and I just don't even click it. Because it's to me it looks like crash. They look like crash victims. I feel like I'm looking at a victim of someone who got hit by a car and like disfigured or dismembered. It's the same way I have trouble looking at some women like when I'm in LA who've had all that plastic surgery and their lips are doing that weird shit. This dude just looks like some LA chick to me. Yeah. This can you go back to we'll go back to Matt Walsh's Instagram, and you can see on his Instagram, I think on the clip, maybe go to the all of his posts, and we can pick one where he rips Dylan Mulvaney. But Dylan Mulvaney's huge on social media, like as big as Katrin David's daughter. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Might be the hottest I've ever looked and will ever look in my lifetime.
Dylan Mulvaney is intentionally degrading women every time he does this woman face minstrel show routine. He is insulting and demeaning them and profiting off of it. Since I have 2 daughters and a wife, I take this kind of thing personally, which is why I have to say to Dylan, you do not pass as an attractive woman or as a woman at all. Even with 50 pounds of makeup and plastic surgery and clever lighting tricks, even then you still cannot escape what you really are and what you will always be. Even your personality is contrived. Even the people who pretend to accept you as a woman are only pretending because they're afraid of being lectured if they don't. You will never be able to actually have the identity that you're trying to appropriate, nor will you ever be able to fully escape the identity that you're fleeing. The best you can hope for is some kind of limbo, the worst of all worlds. And yet, even in that limbo state, you will still be a man, just not one that any of us can respect.
It's
harsh as all that is. I fucking agree. That's never going to pass as a woman.
Did you see that?
And she's not attractive, or he's not attractive, and everything about him is fake. The personality is fake. The voice is fake. It's just all fake. My life is so fucking easy. Because I do nothing. I've even lost my razor. I packed my razor up to go to Broken Science and I can't find it. What were we going to say, Caleb?
I'm waiting to get to the picture that I was going to talk about. But it looks like it's just caked on. Like if you were to just like take your finger right here.
Yeah.
And just
that's why I don't respect so many of those fitness influencer girls either, because they put in as much work to their look as this girl. I used to love Christmas Abbott just fucking showing up somewhere with a ponytail and no makeup and just sweat pouring off of her. And then I would see her all dressed up and I'm like, what did she do? I love nothing more than my wife is sweaty as fuck in a pair of Lululemons or a tennis skirt.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
That I don't even like. God, can you? I was gonna say something that was really gross. I was gonna say, can you imagine kissing that?
You'd just be covered in a layer of makeup yourself.
I don't even like the smell of that stuff. Yeah, it's yeah, I'm okay with Matt Walsh. Full throttle, baby. Destroy, seek and destroy. Like it's yeah, protect your wife and your daughters at all costs. And hating. Do what you got to do. There's nothing over top. I mean, that's full blown mental illness. That is not. You were not made to live like that. I mean, and I know we all go through maybe a phase. I don't know if we all do, but people go through phases where they do fake and they posture. I mean, Caleb is still in the phase where he dresses up and he thinks he's in the Air Force. Puts on like garb and shit and like has a military ID he bought online.
Mm-hmm.
But there becomes a point where he'll just stop.
If you need one, I know a guy.
Thank you. I mean, God, those poor goth kids in high school. Do you remember all that shit that they would do?
Think about how normal they seem now.
Right.
Like those are the cool kids now. That's like a trend. Is where the goth chicks at? People just like that's like a
hashtag.
No, yeah, I guess it's like a hashtag, but like I don't want to say a fetish, but like something that people are into now. It's goth chicks.
It took me forever to figure out what a hashtag is. Oh, are there still goth chicks? Is that still a thing?
I think so.
I remember being in college and the vast majority of the hippies that I hung out with worked so hard to be hippies. They got the corduroy pants, they would cut them, they'd sew the patches in them, they'd put the egg whites or egg yolks in their hair to make dreads. I mean, they worked so hard.
That's how they do it?
Yes, they would they would have like all the cassettes of Grateful Dead concerts. It was just a crazy, God, it was crazy. There were so few of us that were just dirt twirlers. We were just got our clothes out of the free box and didn't wear shoes. Yeah, it was yeah, it's crazy how hard people try to fit in. Okay, let's do something really weird. You guys want to do something really weird? This is like so far out of my comfort zone. I don't know. The show is really morphed, I feel like. Someone asked in the beginning, what's the show about? I don't know. Big kitty goth girls.
Big titty goth girls.
Oh.
I think she corrected herself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ronnie Eaton. Nope. Regular name. Sevan got a team of 3 and we missed sign up for Pensacola Beach Brawl. We live in Alabama and suggestions for good competitions. Also, we suck. Oh, like, no, I don't know any of that stuff. Sorry. If you suck, I know a guy.
It's me.
My real name. There's I don't even you guys are gonna have to go wild in the comments here, and Caleb and I are gonna have to do some real research. I didn't research this at all. This is 429. I'm gonna play 2 clips for you. I do not understand what's going on here at all. But while Caleb plays this, I'm gonna Google Michael Perkins and see what I get.
You want me to play this?
Sure. Yeah.
Is Michael Jackson really Teddy Perkins? Could Teddy Perkins' character attending Grammy Awards be Michael Jackson's disguise?
I don't know who that guy was I hugged, but it was the guy from Atlanta. He showed up.
Inside, Teddy Perkins' character was so respectable that everyone was buttoning up in front of him. Could Master of Disguise Michael Jackson have attended the Grammy Awards and made a big craze?
No, he's alive. He developed a rare skin condition.
Oh my God!
Oh my-
It's Teddy Perkins!
I'm glad you're alive. Maready was a documentary. Technically killed me, but I did not die. I'm still alive.
Oh my God!
Michael Jackson wins. Because the truth always wins. If you want to watch the video in more detail, click on the link in our biography.
Why do I feel like super creepy all of a sudden?
It's fucking weird. This someone sent me a whole slew of weird shit. Look at Vindicate. What the fuck is this? Okay, now click the next one. Click the next one. Has anyone ever even heard of Teddy Perkins?
That's the same link twice.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone know who that is? Is that someone famous? Who is Teddy? The character Teddy Perkins, while not entirely, is reportedly heavily based on Michael Jackson. Hiro Murai, sounds like a Japanese name, was nominated for the 2018 Emmy in the Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series category for Atlanta. Teddy Perkins 2018, but lost to Amy Sherman Palladino for The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Well, did I say the guy's name was Teddy Perkins?
Yeah.
Donald Glover plays Teddy.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't. You think that was a guy named Donald Glover?
This is fucking, yeah, that's super weird.
So that's a TV character for some show.
Yeah, Donald Glover plays him.
What's Donald Glover look like?
Here, I'll show you.
Is Donald Glover a black guy? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. No shit. Oh, how can they be in the same place then? That's Donald Glover with the character he plays? Well, that's some weird shit.
Yeah, look at the neckline. It looks like there's almost they're either wearing a mask or they have a bunch of makeup on.
Oh, yeah, shit. Wow.
So somebody's playing them. But I guess in the show, it is Childish Gambino.
Oh,
Donald Glover is
okay.
Childish Gambino. Those are a bunch of different names.
Oh, really? Donald Glover and Childish Gambino are the same dude?
Yeah, Donald Glover. Childish Gambino is like his music name.
God, that's a lot to uncover. So is that really? So that's a different Ted. That's not. We don't know who that is in the red jacket there, because the guy on the left, Childish Gambino, normally plays that dude.
Yeah,
yeah, that's some weird shit.
That face just is so fucking freaky.
Yeah, look at those cheekbones.
The eyes.
Yeah, look at this guy saying, yeah, Donald Glover is Teddy Perkins. Well, not in this photo. He's not.
Yeah, it's super trippy. Weird.
Anyway, all right.
It's like a
Okay,
nightmare.
we'll stay on top of that story for you guys. Michael Jackson. So I already decided I'm not homophobic. I'm erasing 426.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad we could get to the bottom of that today.
Thank you. You helped me through that.
I'll bring back the act anytime.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't give a fuck. Just keep the I don't give a fuck. Just keep piling up. Fair. Fair enough. 425. Basically, you're going to play these two back to back. Oh, is that the same clip again? It's the same clip twice? God, I'm really fucking this up.
Yeah, it is. You want me to play it anyway?
Yeah, go ahead. Play it anyway. So this is hold on. This is Matthew Boudreau's Instagram account. This guy's been on the show several times. He says there are some amazing teachers out there, though the government school system is something I'm adamantly against. This is not one of those teachers. Either way, get out, he says. This guy's the one of the founders of the Acton Academy. Sending your young hero to be trained by the enemy for 13 years is hardly a great strategy, no matter how many good people are involved in doing the training. If you need help breaking that cycle, we've got your back. This is some really, really gross shit you're about to see.
Master's degree, because when I got certified, I was told I had to have a master's degree to be an Arizona certified teacher. We all have advanced degrees. What do the parents have? Are we vetting the backgrounds of our parents? Are we allowing the parents to choose the curriculum and the books that our children are going to read? I think that it's a mistake. I'm just speaking from the heart. the one line that I love is, we must remember that the purpose of public education is not to teach only what parents want their children to be taught. It is to teach them what society needs them to be taught. I have
Her whole premise is that she has a master's degree. Fuck, man, get your kids out. I don't know how to say it. Get your fucking kids out. These people. If you want someone to talk to, by the way, if you're thinking about homeschooling, you can always DM me. Talk to anyone. I'll have my wife talk to you. I'll talk to you. I know it's scary, but if you can offer any like structure or schedule for your kids at home, keep them away from the screens, I'm telling you, they'll turn out great. Teach them some values. Oh, there you go. Or Kenneth DeLapp, or DM me. Go to Jeremy Kinnick's Instagram account. He's got tons of information. I think in a couple of days too, we're gonna have a guy on who's like a fucking homeschooling guru. He's so great. Ronnie Eaton, got 6 kids, might actually DM you. Wow, 6. Uh, 424. It's impossible to express the shitty ideas and behaviors of these people. Oh, this may have gone with 420. Maybe I screwed it up. Maybe this is part of 425.
No.
Oh, yeah. So just so you guys know, this guy on the right here, I think he ran for president. His name is Buttigieg, and he is the secretary, travel of secretary, road. He's the guy Biden put in charge of like roads and travel. Like he's responsible to oversee the government's responsibility with airplanes and highways and trains and Department of Transportation Secretary. God, I can't believe that came to me. And here he has not been to East Palestine, Ohio yet. This is so weird.
Follow that up with asking, will you be heading there?
I am planning to come. I've been careful to respect the independent role of the NTSB and stay out of their way. But we're now entering the phase where it's about policy. It's about what my department does, which is ensuring that there's a high standard for these railroad companies. And I think an important part of that process is to be with the residents of East Palestine, to hear their stories, and to talk about the action that we're taking right now.
So I'll follow that up with asking, will you
How is that even an answer? How the fuck is that an answer? He just asked him if he's going there, and he says something about respecting the NTSB, and then now it's my office. It's almost time for my office to do something. Holy shit.
Like he was waiting for somebody to make a move, and now he's like, all right, I'm going to take over.
Or just get down there, dude. Just offer the people. I mean, the people.
Literally
Can you imagine living down there? People must be scared shitless.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can find this.
He's such a shitty person. Hey, now's not the time to play politics. Why not just fucking be like, oh my God, we have stop playing politics. Is that what he is? Is he the transportation secretary? I don't know. You tell me. I didn't say what he was. I'm trying to say he's something. Yeah. Thank you.
Billions of dollars overseas to protect somebody else's border. What about, let me see, us? What about us? What about us? I'm not asking for a fortune. I'm just asking for some justice. Whether you vote.
These people are just like, they're going kind of crazy.
We're going to be looking for a lot of chemicals, including dioxin. We're doing a lot of soil sampling and water sampling. My view is that it was a bad decision to release it and burn it. So I have undergraduate and graduate degrees in chemical engineering. I mean, I've brought respirators and stuff with us. The problem is to wear a respirator, you need to know what to protect from, right? Hydrocarbons, acid gases. We're here, I think, the first group independently to try to figure out what's really here, because what they were measuring most of the time is what they call VOCs, which is just some generic, it's not a specific chemical, right? I couldn't in good conscience.
I thought BOCs was like people of color or something.
BIPOC. Black indigenous people of color.
Yeah. By BIPOC.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I can't believe that nobody's done anything about that yet.
I'm trying to get this dude on who's like an expert on the crash. He's pretty cool, Asian dude. Pete was given the position as a concession to his presidential run. He has zero experience in this role. Mike McCaskey. Man.
Makes you wonder who else gets put in those positions, huh?
What number was that?
424.
Oh, good. It's gone. What about 427? I'm looking for the follow up to that Matt Boudreau post. There was a second post I found that I wanted to clump it together with it. Oh, this is fucking crazy too. Listen to this shit. This is Elon. This is the guy that owns Tesla, by the way. Here we go.
So much power over the White House that they can exclude Tesla from an EV summit. In case that wasn't enough, then you have President Biden with Mary Barra at a subsequent event congratulating Mary for having led the EV revolution. I believe it was in the same quarter that GM delivered 26 electric vehicles and Tesla delivered 300,000. They have so much power over the White House. They have so much power over the White House that they can exclude Tesla from an EV summit. In case that wasn't
electric
enough,
vehicle summit.
Then you have President Biden with Mary Barra at a subsequent event congratulating Mary for having led the EV revolution. I believe it was in the same. So
just so you guys know, he's
that,
talking about how he wasn't invited to some electronic vehicle summit. I don't know how old this is. And Mary Barra is the chief executive officer, CEO of General Motors. They had made 20. They had sold like, what did he say? 26 electric cars, and he had sold 300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right? There's a little bit of politics involved.
That's wild.
Bob Jerome, this is all bullshit. The Dems will steal elections until Republicans learn how to counter. This is a pretty bad administration. Pretty bad. Oh, 422 doesn't have anything written on it either. Maybe it's 422 I'm looking for. Man, I was sloppy last night. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, 422.
The surgery center today, and I'm going to tell you why I will never run out of job. Okay, so look at this. Time is at 7 a.m. and they have all the breakfast ready, and look at the cookies. This is a cake, muffin, biscuits, and if you come all the way over here, you have croissant. You have this. I don't know what this is, but this looks like a big cake. And look at this. This is lasagna. Lasagna, I will never pronounce this properly, but something that is not good as well. This is not only inside the surgery center, I'm pretty sure this is outside the surgery center in the kitchens of all the other patients' families' rooms as well. So that is why I'm saying that my job will be evergreen until this changes. So I'm
Dr. Paul Manicum. Probably some sort of heart surgeon, right?
It's crazy what everybody eats on a regular basis.
Dr. Paul Manicum is saying that because of the shitty food that they serve in the hospital, he will always have people to operate on. Thank you very much. Come again. Get your Slurpee at the 7-Eleven. Thank you.
Not just any 7-Eleven, his dad's 7-Eleven.
Yeah, go to my dad's 7-Eleven, buy a large Slurpee, drink for 6 years straight, then come, I will perform open heart surgery on you. Thank you.
Yeah, whenever I go into the break room at work, it's just covered in sugar and carbs and bullshit, and none of it is good for you.
Look what I wrote for 413. Can you see 413?
Yeah. No.
My wife asked me yesterday, well, in a gentle way, to stop saying that word around the house. Like, don't call the kids pussies or stuff like that. Yeah.
I didn't realize that is like people would get offended by being called pussies. I started saying that again recently,
Yeah.
and I started getting scolded for it.
By your wife?
And people in general,
Oh.
they all look at me like, "What? You can't say that."
Yeah, I get my wife is one of my kids has been using it, calling other people pussies.
Oh shit!
I'm such a horrible dad. So I've been told to, and I'm gonna try to. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna just keep it on the show. This is called 413 Pussy Delivered.
Hello?
So,
It's Megan.
Megan who?
The one with all the awesome stuff for you.
What kind of stuff?
Coffee, pussy, and juice? And cigarettes?
Next door, honey. Next door. Hello?
that dude fucking.
No
that dude was having pussy, coffee, and juice and cigarettes delivered to his house. Yeah.
Damn.
Don't call your kids pussies. Yeah. The thing is you're not supposed to do it because it's like insensitive. But the real thing is you just don't want your kids calling other people that. So, God, that was brilliant. Just when Tiger Woods handed that dude a tampon. God, it's so
Fucking love
good.
that.
Oh, it's so good.
You know, there's worse shit going on the golf course than that.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I feel like golfers are probably the worst offenders of everybody.
Jay, that's a pretty good accent there. Ruffner. Jay Ruffner. That's actually my real voice. This is actually my real voice, Jay, and I have to pretend to have an American accent for the show. Thank you. So now you know. How about 411? A correlation between strength and happiness. Strength and happiness. Oh, I wonder what happened to this guy.
They're saying that he was set up. They found evidence that he was set up.
Are they letting him out?
I haven't seen anything past that yet.
My name is Emory Andrew Tate. My father was Emory Andrew Tate also. I'm named after him, and I was built to live in his image. I understood a lot of basic tenets and a lot of basic things about the world for a very long time. I understood that physicality is important. It's the bottom line. It's the final decider. It's actually kind of interesting that a lot of these tech guys and tech people, they pretend physicality doesn't matter, and they make all this money, and they own Facebook and Amazon and whatever. But eventually they end up doing MMA like Zuckerberg or taking testosterone replacement like Jeff Bezos. It gets to a point where you finally must accept the reality that your physicality and your mentality as a man are linked, and you cannot be happy and strong in your mind if you are weak in your body. You need to have a strong body to have a strong mind as a man. There's no way to escape it. And that's one of the reasons why I preach so much about training, learning to fight, get in the gym, get bigger, get stronger. You will fix your mind if you fix your body. You should be as strong as you possibly can. My name is Emory.
I want to add to that, by the way. I think that there's God, man. I think there's some like absolute truth that he's saying there. And if you're a woman and you don't go after a man who has that in his mind, who views the world this way, then you're not going to be happy with that man. And if you are a man who doesn't see whatever the attributes are that make a woman, then you're going to end up not being happy. We need that other half. I don't want to say what those attributes are for a woman, but man, these dudes who are getting involved with these alpha women, you are going to have some real tough roads ahead of you. Caller, hi. You want a mama?
Hey man, what's up?
You want a mama? A man wants a mama woman. Like, I didn't even know my wife was a mama woman. Thank God she turned into one. But you want a mama woman. Hey, what's up, dude?
So, long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, I thought you were Will Plummer. Okay, go. Let's do this. Let's party. Good to have you on, buddy.
All right.
So you've mentioned in the past you ran into Yao Ming once, and I want to know if there's a story there.
Oh yeah. I was in I was homeless at the time, and I would shower and work out at the rec center at UC Santa Barbara. And I remember like I was out in the field just outside the rec center. I don't remember what I was doing there. I just gotten there. I was probably like stretching or something, or locking my bike up, or maybe like I was running some sprints or doing something just outside the rec center. And I looked at the rec center, the pool was outdoor, and I looked inside, the steel bars, and I could see, holy shit, it was empty. The place was empty. And there was a dude laying on a lawn chair. And he was so fucking big. It was like one of those things where I looked away and looked at him, because I was like, did I eat some moldy pizza? How the fuck could someone be that big? It was literally like that. And must have been young at the time, like maybe 16 or 17. I don't know. He was a kid. And so I go in there, and I normally didn't swim, at least not first. I would usually work out first. But I went straight to the pool, and he was in a lawn chair, and I started laying out my shit in the lawn chair next to his so I could be close to him and just examine this creature. And it was a fucking Asian dude who had is the femur the one between the knee and the hip?
Yes.
I just remember looking at that bone on him and thinking, that bone in him looks like it might weigh or be bigger than me as a human being. I just remember. And I just hung out there. You know what it was, I think, too? It was a Michael Jordan ran his camp. Oh, I lost the caller. Anyway, sorry. I don't think I hung up on you. But Hi, we got disconnected.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hang up.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, it was me. That was my fault.
Okay. Michael Jordan ran a basketball camp out of there at a UC Santa Barbara. I wonder if I could fact check that if I'm making that up. Michael Jordan basketball camp, Santa Barbara. Michael Jordan Basketball Academy.
High school.
Is it in Santa Barbara?
He did one at UCSB, but that was in 2017.
Did he do it? This would have been 19. No, this would have been 2000. Anyway, there were shitloads of famous basketball players there. I don't remember seeing Michael Jordan, but like maybe it was like Charles Barkley or someone. I saw some famous people there. I'm almost certain it was. Anyway, yeah. So I just saw him there, and I just was tripping on him. But I had no idea who he was. You know what I mean? I don't think he was Yao Ming yet.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's cool, man. I got a couple of questions. Can I continue?
Oh, please.
Yeah. So this is kind of a heavier question, but is there anything that your kids could do that would make you not love them?
I don't know. I've thought about that. I've thought about that question many times.
Get tattoos.
And I really don't know. I do, and I don't have a favorite. I love them equally, but there is definitely there's been, as they get older, there's things that I don't know what the word is, but there are some things that frustrate me that I'm watching, I'm watching inside of me. That I want to make sure don't grow. I don't want to have any. Basically, at the end of the day, I don't want to put any barrier that my kid doesn't feel comfortable coming to me with. You know what I mean? I want.
Do you have an example of what you're referring to?
I don't, but sometimes I just feel like I'm angry at them, like in a way that I'm not. Like as they get older and they do more things that make me angry. Like, so I'll give you an example of something that makes me angry that I just don't give a fuck about, but that makes me angry. Yesterday they had taken a table and put it on this Oriental rug in my living room, and they'd taken their notebooks in there and they were drawing on their notebooks with colored markers. And I walked in there and they didn't want me to see what they were writing because they wanted to surprise me. So they threw their notebooks underneath this table that's on a fucking rug that I had that's been in my family for, let's say 100 years. And it's on the white section. And I'm like, guys, you can never have pencils and pens in this fucking room. Do you hear me? I've told you that a fucking dozen times. Get the fuck out of here. Go do that on the table. and they pick up all their shit and they scramble out there. And I'm falling into the weeds here, but at that point I feel kind of bad because they were excited to show me something. So I go over there and I calm down. I talk to them, but like that shit that's not the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like that shit, I don't even care. That's all an act on my part. But there's some other behaviors. I can't put my finger on them, but maybe some attributes, deep characteristics that I see sometimes as I'm doing that I'm like, man, I got to make sure I don't let that irritate me. I got to accept that. I got to make sure I accept that. I wish I could think of one to give you. I can't think of, I can't think of anything specific right now, but no, I can't imagine it. I'm in a space where I would die for my kids, like almost constantly.
Well, can I put a situation out there?
Please.
What if one of your kids killed one of your other kids?
Well, you know what's interesting is that you say that is one of my kids did kill one of my kids yesterday. No, they really fight a lot. Like they love fighting. There's so much combat shit going on in their downtime. And sometimes when they start, like they'll start wrestling and there'll be something sharp around or a door. And I'll say to them, I'll be like, hey, dude, do you guys ever think of the fact that if one of you really severely injured your brother, scratched his eye or broke his arm, or that you'd be able to live with yourself? And they look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. They're like, dude, we're 6 and 8. Shut up. And
well, I would say that that's not super malicious. But what if they had malice intent?
Honestly, I don't think I could. I don't think I would hate that. I don't think I could. I don't think I could hate the kid.
Yeah.
But I might kill myself. I'm trying. It's really not good. Watching your kids not get along with each other. It's like the worst thing for a parent. I mean, I told the kids recently they were fucking hitting each other, and I go, "Hey, how would you feel?" And it always escalates. I go, "How would you feel if I hit your mom?" They go, "We'd hate it." I'm like, "Well, dude, I love you guys so much, and you guys are just fucking beating the shit out of each other." They're like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "All right." Hey, did you kill your Heidi has a question. Did you kill one of your brothers or sisters?
No, I did not. Good question. No.
All right.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a sister.
Did you guys what's your age gap?
She's just 2 years older than me, 2.5 years older. No, we fought horribly, and we were latchkey kids. I was tortured as a kid, like tortured.
Yeah.
My life, I mean, like getting the shit beat out of me by her was like, just seemed like, or being tormented. I just feel like there was always some sort of beef between us. And, from 7 to 15, I was home alone with her when my parents worked, and it was fucking gnarly. But we fixed it. Somehow we fixed it. I don't know who the instigator was. I was a pretty nice fucking kid. I was a pretty nice boy. And my sister definitely was, my sister was a badass. I was not a badass. Like my sister would go outside in the yard and just beat up the neighbor's kid, like older boy or something. Like she was a tough kid, but now I'm very close with my sister. Like I would just call her just to say hi and just shoot the shit.
Have you guys ever discussed your past?
Yeah, kind of just like this. Like, fuck, that was tough, man. You would put some beatings on me. I don't have any ill will towards her for it. Zero.
Yeah.
Like zero. I would do anything for her or her family. I really fucking love my sister. Cool. She's kind of a hero to me.
Yeah. So interesting. I'm one of 8. I've got 7 siblings.
Holy shit!
And,
wow.
It's a lot. Yeah. My biggest regret to this day is how I treated my younger siblings.
Oh,
interesting. I was horrible to them.
Wait, which number were you? You were the oldest?
Yeah. So I'm number 3. I've got 2 older sisters and then 5 younger siblings. And I was horrible to them. And that's by far my biggest regret to this day. It's crazy.
Did you ever touch them inappropriately?
Not sexually, but I would lay hands on them inappropriately.
Oh yeah. Then if you didn't do anything sexually, you didn't do nothing. You're good.
Okay. Well, thank you.
It's okay. A few black eyes, a broken arm. Like to be honest with you, that's like just the biggest thing, that having 3 boys are capable of fucking anything, as you know. And so I just need to make
Yeah,
sure that they don't do anything stupid to each other. And that's another reason why I never want them to see an iPad or an iPhone or like just crazy shit. Because I don't want them to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I was a little kid, there was a boy down the street whose dad was a cocaine dealer, and he had seen dicks in girls' mouths, and he would put his dick in any kid's mouth, lickety split on the street, boy or girl. And thank God my mom didn't let me go down there and play at that house, but fuck, the stories I would hear, that kid's dick was in everyone's mouth. And I bet you that's more kids than not. I bet you that's this journey of a lot of kids. And
yeah.
I don't want my kids to be a part of that until they're older, like 9.5. No, I'm joking. I don't want my kids to be a part of that until they're fucking, old enough to consent.
Yeah, definitely understandable.
Yeah.
Well, can I hit you one more question?
Sure, absolutely. People are hating on you in the comments, but I'm loving you, so don't worry. Go ahead.
Who is on your CrossFit Mount Rushmore?
Me. And my arm would be around Ariel Lowen.
You're only two.
That's
only
it.
two?
Just us. Yeah. No. I don't know.
Rich and Josh Bridges for sure.
Oh, you mean like that? Yeah. I love Rich.
No, it's up to you.
I don't know. I would put, to be honest with you, the first person that you thought of was, the first person I thought of was Greg. I mean, that's just who I think right away. And then I thought of Ariel just because I just think she's such a beautiful person. I just think she's just like the hot mama superstar. I just love her. And I think she has good values. And then there's so many. It would be hard not to put Dave, Nicole, and Greg up there.
Yeah.
And as far as athletes, I'd just put Rich up there. I'd make a fucking statue. Can I be a Statue of Liberty? I would just do Rich. Yeah, he's.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, and Josh is great. There's so many great people. It's so hard not to fucking put Tia in that group. I'm not. I don't know Tia at all. I've said less than 1,000 words to her in my life, but as I get older, it's just more about I just really respect Rich's values. Like, just really, really respect his values.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll quit bringing the ratings down, man. I'll get out of your head.
No, you were great. Some Tim Brown wants to know my favorite color. Your favorite? Come on, guys. Really? I squeezed in some pussy and some dick comments and all sorts of shit in there. I made this good. I made this bit good. What are you talking about? All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Cool, man. See ya.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, it's a tough crowd. Jeez Louise.
Can't get too greedy.
406. This one says, not all melanated people, just the ones that agree with white people. Well, this is going to be fun, I think. Oh, man. 405 is going to be good, too. Wow. 406. Oh, God. I love this. That guy just looks fun, doesn't he? That guy in the front of the classroom?
Yeah. He looks like my godfather.
Serious?
Yeah.
Your godfather's a melanated dude?
Yeah.
How did you never ever fucking tell me that? That should get you like, my godfather's a black guy and my godmother is gay. So fuck off.
They actually couldn't be more opposite. Like my godfather's a black guy, my godmother's a like raging Catholic. So
Rich Holton, you say a pussy and dick, but not yeah, you can't say that word. Well, that's because my mom does not want my mom does not want me saying that word on the show. So there. That's why I don't say that word. An Antifa member attempts to silence a black voice at a Turning Point USA event. Here we go. A black voice. There's no such thing as a black voice. Voices don't have color. But anyway, I'll give you a pass on that. Okay.
Whoa! Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Wait. Hold on. We all. Now he's got nothing to say. No, you want to play the game? Let's play the game, baby. Let's play the game.
I'm not
Okay,
here to play the
based on your
game. I'm here to disrupt
Are you
here.
trying to shut
You
down my
gotta
voice?
understand that.
Are you not trying to shut down my voice?
Yes, that's the point of me being here.
Supposed to uplift black voices. Of your political opposition. Are you supposed to uplift black voices? Let me hear.
Not in every situation.
Aren't you supposed to?
Aren't you supposed to uplift black voices? And Whitey's response was, not in every situation. And what he really means to say is, not if it doesn't agree with fucking Hitler.
It only matters if you agree with us.
I was just on those fucking idiots, those fucking fascist scumbags website today, Outwad. What fucking pieces of shit they are. What lying piece of shit. And they have all this stuff about how they accept people. They are the least accepting people of any organization I've ever seen. God, they're fucking horrible. I don't know how fucking Noble affiliates with those fucking pieces of shit, or anyone does. They are so bad. They are such a hateful organization. And I say that with peace and love. Okay, 405. 80% of men are unattractive. This is why I don't understand why in my life it was never, there weren't just shitloads. If I was born today as a kid, I mean, I've done pretty well with what I was given. I didn't let any of my, I never went to hell in a handbasket. Okay. Action.
And women only swipe right 5% of the time.
Men are ugly in pictures, though.
No. Women find 80% of men unattractive. Not, okay, like unattractive.
But what about in person?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So 1 out of 3 men either are virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. It's a bigger and bigger percentage of men aren't having sex. That's why do you think women say things like men are trash, all men cheat, da-da-da-da-da? It's because we're all asleep. Because everything funny has a little bit of truth in it, right? But it's because we're dating the same ones. And women only swipe.
So when, I don't know, I haven't ever got that. I missed the whole swiping shit, but women only swipe right 5% of the time. I'd love to know how often men swipe right. That means you like the person. That means you're willing to get naked with the person if you swipe right, right?
Yeah.
For a guy, I don't know what a girl thinks, but
Coffee date.
This is the general rule of thumb. It goes in steps like this. Every man on planet Earth actually thinks every woman on planet Earth is fuckable. But some men will tell you that it's not. They're not. Those guys are lying. And then of those men who are lying, half of them maybe don't know they're lying. But if you were to put them on an island with that girl, he would change his mind within 15 minutes. He would recalibrate. I know Caleb doesn't always agree with these things. It's just, I don't think women are hardwired like that. I don't think men just want to get on a motorcycle. They don't really care if it's a scooter, or electric, or motorized, or they just want to get on one and just feel the wind in their face. They just want to have the experience of being naked and someone touching their hot dog. They just want to touch a boobie. Like, I mean, we're just retarded. We just want to and it's crazy that women aren't like that. And that's good. I think that's a good thing, right? It makes us men more competitive and have to be, show up, right?
Yeah.
Keeps us healthy and strong that we're competing.
Well, it shows that women don't want a lackadaisical partner.
What do you mean lackadaisical?
Like one that's not willing to put in any effort. One that's
Right.
like physically, mentally not willing to put in any effort.
Right.
I mean, it's almost like it's almost driving the our species forward to survive, so that we have like dominant males who are willing to compete, to work, to put in the effort, to bring home the bacon, if you will, and maintain the household.
Do you think that's true that 80%, like, I'm trying to think of, I rarely see someone that I would say is what does that word mean? Unattractive. Is unattractive the same as ugly? I rarely see someone that I think is ugly. I don't remember the last time I saw someone that I thought was ugly. That Teddy Perkins thing was kind of ugly.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
Not pleasing or appealing to look at. Yeah, I'd say. Okay, yeah, hit ugly. Let's see. Repulsive. Okay, so
Teddy Perkins, ugly.
oh, that Dylan Mulvaney repulses me.
Yeah.
By that, like I want to look away. Teddy Perkins, I just find unattractive. Dylan Mulvaney, I find ugly. Like there's something that makes me want to look away. Like a dead squirrel in the road.
Yeah.
But I want to look away from a dead squirrel, not because it's ugly, but for other reasons.
Oh, I'll keep staring at a dead squirrel.
Oh shit. As the prophet Danielle Brandon spoke in Book of Sevan, chapter 2, verse 7, women control sex, men control relationships. I think Sousa said that, but I appreciate it.
Guess you could say the Book of Sevan is the show.
The identity doctor seemingly blamed all her issues on men when it sounded like all she did was date douchebags. Anyway, what a weird I can't imagine I don't think 80% of women are unattractive. That just seems like that's just crazy to me. I can't. When I heard that, I'm like, oh, I bet you that's true. I bet you women do think 80% of men are unattractive.
It's like
Philip Kelly, Emily Kaplan controls the sex. Yeah, I think she likes to control everything.
She's a top.
Is there a difference between unattractive and having a punch me face? Oh, so all these things are coming in. Let's see.
Now I know why that person stopped listening.
Oh, because of all the. Someone said that they called just to try to end that call. I don't understand the text. I can't even read it. Oh, David, Emily is fire. You want to put it to Emily?
Who doesn't?
Wow. Everyone wants to put it to Emily. Should I have her on and just people can call in and quarter? Travis, hi.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Okay. It's come up in the chat a few times, and the world wants to know, how did the talk go with Rosemary yesterday?
Oh, she didn't even mention it.
No.
She didn't even mention
trouble.
Because I talked to her and then I saw her. She came to Avi's jiu-jitsu class, and so I could leave and do the podcast last night. And she brought Avi home. Yeah. I wonder if my dad's listening.
Good.
I wonder if my dad's listening to the show. My dad just sent me a text that says sex versus gender.
Really?
Yeah.
Dad's never been in the chat. He's got to get on it.
No.
No.
Oh, it's already a fucking disaster. The definition from Webster's. Merriam-Webster. Sex is often the preferred when referring to biology. The preferred, it's the fucking definition. Well, gender is the preferred word when referring to behavioral, cultural, and psychological, meaning made up shit. Young people are more likely to challenge gender norms than they grew up with. That's the thing, though. The definition doesn't distinguish between the fact that one's real and one's not. And you know what? That is the problem with society. Everyone is so it's weird that people don't have that skill. I wonder if that just means that they're. I think of them as pupa. What are those things? Pupas. If you can't distinguish the difference, you're still a pupa.
Pupa.
Yeah, you haven't turned into a fly yet. You're just a fucking caterpillar. You don't know.
I don't even know what a pupa was. Now I do.
Pupa, an insect in its inactive, immature form between larva and adult.
I think you mean fupa.
Larva.
Fupa. When you are referring to biology, sex is usually the preferred word, especially when writing in a technical style. How about when you just want to communicate truth to someone? You fucking idiots. When you probably want to use the word gender, when you're referring to behavioral, cultural, or psychological traits typically associated with one sex, gender is usually the preferred word. Here are some examples. Just because I like a dildo in my ass doesn't make me less masculine. That's just part of my gender. When you're probably fine with using either word. Gender is interchangeable sex when used to mean either of the two major forms of individuals that occur in many species that are distinguished respectively as female or male. No, actually, you're not. Hey, would you refer to a is an automobile a truck?
I think automobiles is everything.
All of them, right? Trucks, anything on the road.
Yeah.
Like a person.
Yeah. Oh, and the reason why that's not working. Well, automobile, a road vehicle typically with four wheels powered by an internal combustion engine or electric motor and able to carry a small number of people. It's a bad example because all of those things actually they signify something that is. I'm trying to think. Gender is just such a weird word because it does not signify. People accept it. The whole debate is occurring because people accept it as reality when it's not. It's just fucking not. And you can't accept it as reality or else it goes down a slippery slope of fucking mental illness. You cannot accept gender.
So can I call my car a truck just because I want to?
No.
I haul stuff in it.
Well, you can.
Not a truck.
You can. Hey, well, that's another, I guess you could kind of use like that. If you were to rent a fucking car and you get there and it's a fucking two-door truck, you'd be pissed. Yeah, what's the difference, car, truck? What's it matter? Clock cutter, sex is purely a biological term. Then some uptight conservatives started replacing the word sex with gender on birth certificates. I don't think gender is on birth certificates. I don't think that word's on there. It's not on my it's not on my driver's license. Birth certificate.
What do I refer to the person at my Walmart here that is clearly male, dresses in combat boots and wears furry ears and a tail? Other than mentally ill.
Joe. Hey, yeah, birth certificate, it says sex. I just looked it up. Oh, shit, there's a non-binary birth certificate.
Oh,
gender neutral options for vital records. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, you can't do that. It's crazy. You can't do that. You're going to end up having a problem. You're going to end up with people getting raped in jail. What a mess.
That means you'd have to get a new birth certificate.
Right. Once you decide what you want to be, you
Yeah.
get a new birth certificate.
Once you turn 7 and you decided that you want to dress in
exactly
fairy tale land, then you get to change your birth certificate.
Cool. I love the way this world's going.
Oh, here. This is the only gender and sex have both. Let me see. Many religions frown on having gender outside of marriage. That does not work. Yeah, duh. This article is stupid, but I appreciate my dad sending it to me anyway.
All right, I just wanted to check on Rosemary, make sure everything was good with you.
Yeah, she's cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna actually. I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna hang out with her today.
There you go.
Okay.
Spend time with mom.
Bye.
See you, Travis.
Cool.
Oh, get your shirts from Travis. Get your CEO shirts from Travis. Damn it. The new reel is fire. What reel?
Also,
We have no one running the Instagram account. Castro just released a clue for 23.2. I mean, does it even matter? Who gives a fuck? How does anyone even fucking understand what those clues are?
Oh. Hold on.
Instagram Dave Castro.
No, this reel.
Oh. Oh, I'm not gonna like this.
People tell me, hey, good luck. I hope your podcast takes off. I feel like telling them to go fuck themselves because it already has taken off.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, Sousa's part's good. I'm only four drinks to the win there. Thank you, Philip. Appreciate it.
4 drinks fasted.
Hey, could you tell that I was drunk there, Philip? Because I couldn't even tell I was drunk. It was weird. I had the first drink and I was like, "Ooh, I feel buzzed." And then the second, third, and fourth, and fifth one, I felt sober again. Okay, I'm looking at the clue. Oh, it's a ladder, a ball ladder, wall ball ladder. I don't understand. Oh shit! From my hometown, I own a home in this city, Vallejo, California. Hi.
Well, shit, it says Vallejo. I could not tell that you were drunk or if you were even buzzed.
Oh, Philip. Hey, what's up? God, Vallejo is ghetto,
tell.
huh? I've owned a house there for 10
Dude,
years.
I don't live in Vallejo. That's crazy.
It hasn't gone up in property
I always think
value.
about your. I always think about your story when you went to Kaiser and Vallejo.
What would just that it was just The Walking Dead, 3,000 obese people and me and my mom.
Yeah, Vallejo's bad, but no, I could not tell if you were maybe a little buzzed, but that's about it. I didn't. I had a few drinks, but I didn't even get a buzz.
I wasn't inappropriate. You weren't like, you didn't go home and been like, "Yep, well, that guy's got a drinking problem."
No, not at all. But I did, dude. I swear, every time I looked your way, you always had all the hot chicks by you.
I did
all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and meeting Allison NYC was pretty cool. She's she's a looker, right?
Oh, that's for sure.
But anyways, I just wanted to tell you, no, you were coherent and didn't embarrass yourself at all. So
thank you. I need that. I'm going to bring you everywhere I go so you can give me feedback on that. Thank you.
Yeah, right. All right, Caleb. Guys, have a good day.
Okay, bye, Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Bye.
California Hormones contestant number 2, Philip Kelly. I should have asked him. I should have asked him how the juice is going. He looks buff as shit. How about 404? The conflation of rap culture with melanated culture. 404.
I think we played this before, but
Oh, we have. If we have, we don't have to.
no, it's
Okay, yeah. Let's do it again. Yeah, this one never gets old. How good is Morgan Freeman? I like Mike Wallace too, to tell you the truth.
You find ridiculous. Why? You're going to relegate my history to a month? Oh, come on. What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well,
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
Mm.
I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Mm.
I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman. You want to say, well, I know this white guy named Mike Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It would be okay.
Black History Month.
It would be okay to say that, except that was my point. It's just black culture and black people. It's the conflation is that, once again, I'm never going to be able to convince the world that what I'm saying is true. We live with such lazy people. Maybe I should stop calling them lazy and they won't be lazy anymore. But that's the problem. It's the conflation between the culture and the skin color. Culture is fucking a train wreck. The people with the skin color are just regular people.
That was back in 2005.
Did you ever tell your parents about violence you saw at school? I never did. Like if there was a fight at high school, I would never come home and be like, holy fuck, Mom, these kids fought today. And there's fighting every day in school.
I wouldn't tell them about the fights that I saw, but I told them when I got beat up in school.
Oh, you would tell them, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get beat up every year, at least once a year?
Yeah, for a while it was like once every couple weeks.
No shit.
Yeah.
Same kid?
Same kid.
Oh fuck. How did that stop?
I ended up moving, so it was whatever. Like I had gone from elementary school to middle school, and then right after we had gone to middle school, my dad got orders to go somewhere else, so we just left.
I don't think I've ever I don't ever remember fighting the same kid twice. Can you imagine beating someone up and then beating them up again? I would never do that. The first time I beat my sister up, I never beat her up again. I mean, and I was like, I was 0-7,000, and then all of a sudden one day I was 1-7,001. And I was like, all right, can't do that anymore.
And everybody left you alone?
No, it's just my sister. No, my sister. I'm saying, like, when I would fight my sister, like, I lost fights with my sister from the second grade to the 9th grade. And then I punched her in the face, and that was she cried, and like I'm like, oh fuck, I won that fight. And then I never fought her again. I was done. I can't imagine beating a kid up at school and then fighting him ever again. Did he start the fights?
Yeah, all the time.
What a fucking asshole.
It was always at the bus stop. Like, we would get to the bus stop, and it was like fucking 7 in the morning or whatever. And he would always fuck with me. And then whenever I would
older, was he older than you?
Yeah, I think so. By a year or two.
Yeah.
And then he, on the way back, we would get on the same bus to come back because we lived in the same neighborhood. And he would fuck with me while we waited for the bus to leave. And then, yeah, it was pretty consistent. And then I just left. So it was kind of whatever. But
push you down, kick you, slap you, just that kind of shit.
yeah, he used to like play drums. And so he had these drumsticks, and he would just like hit me with them, or like he like at one point he like raked it across my ribs and just like kept hitting me with the drumsticks and stuff. And I'm pretty like whatever, like I just kind of leave everybody alone. So I thought it was like insane that this guy was picking on me. Like I had no idea what to do. Like I didn't like do jiu-jitsu, or like I didn't know any martial arts. I was just like a normal, like just a kid that kind of didn't do anything and was athletic. And then yeah, it was weird.
I'm the black kid that didn't act black enough that got my ass beat by black kids weekly. Wow. The same fucking kids?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I mean, there was definitely some kids who picked on me, but they didn't beat me up. Like maybe once they beat me up and then they just picked on me. You know what I mean? Like if I was at the bus stop, like with you, they'd be like, don't stand near the bus stop, or don't get on the bus with us. Or you know what I mean? There'd be some horrible shit like that, but they would never like hit me. Or you must have dreaded riding that bus. God, that must have been, how many years did that go on for?
It was probably just a couple of months. Yeah.
Oh God, that must have been so stressful.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying. I was thankful when we got orders to leave, though. That was like a fucking saving grace.
Did you ever see the kid's parents?
No, I never saw his parents. And what's funny is we lived in the relatively the same neighborhood, and I never saw the kid in the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure both of his parents worked, so they just like were never around, and so he just did fucking whatever.
I told my dad I was being bullied by some huge kid at the bus stop. He taught me how to throw punches. That was all it took. I stood up to the big fat kid, and he kept walking. That was it.
What's funny is the kid was like the same size as me. He was like maybe a little like thicker, but we were like the same size. But he just like, nobody had ever been like an aggressor towards me before, so I had no idea what to do.
If they're older too, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I was like, this is fucking weird. And nobody else knew what to do either. We were all just kind of like the new kids at the school, like all of my friends.
Yeah.
So we were just like, oh, I guess welcome to middle school, you know?
It's so weird to see asshole kids.
Yeah, you just
I remember the clip that was supposed to go with that. Play 440. Maybe this was supposed to go with the Matthew Boudreaux clip. This goes right along with what we were saying. God, I think this is it. Oh yeah, you can play this like 3 times. This is fucking hard to get your head wrapped around. This is crazy. Here we go.
Parents, good afternoon. Boys and girls, shut the fuck up.
Hey, not nice.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's out. Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon. Boys and girls, shut the fuck up.
Hey, not nice.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's out.
How that's a classroom, and there's some lady who's like saying hi to the parents and the kids. Like she's there probably like to tell them like, I don't know, let's make something up, like some new equipment they got at the school that they all can use, right?
Yeah.
And some fucking kid tells her, how old is that kid?
He's
8?
probably 5.
5. He tells the lady, shut the fuck up. And some people in the, you know, hey, that's the difference between melanated people and white people. Like, did you hear like when he says shut the fuck up, bitch, a bunch of people chime in. No, thank you. Let's not talk like that. Like it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
If someone had, like, if there was just all white people, no one would have said a thing. Quiet, crickets, silent. It's like I used to go to this movie theater during the day in LA, and it would always be just me and black women, melanated women. And they'd talk to the screen during the fucking movie. Stand up and yell at the screen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they just talk to the screen. I saw the Tina Turner movie in there, and they talked to the screen the whole fucking movie. At first, I was like upset, and I'm like, "Nah, this is just. I'm just going to take the write this up as a cultural experience." Hey, that town that Philip called me from, Vallejo, where it says his phone was calling me from.
Yeah.
There, if you go to a movie theater, there it's just that town is ghetto as fuck, but there it's just a mix of people, right? It's a mix of ghetto fuckers, white, Mexican, black, everyone's ghetto there. And in the movie theater there, they have a really nice movie theater, and in that movie theater, everyone answers their phone during the movie.
Oh my God.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in the movies. I'll fucking call you later. A dime bag? All right. The fuck you looking at?
They always get
Oh,
mad
sorry, my flashlight's on my phone. Sorry. My flashlight was on my phone. I was fucking up the movie for you guys. All right, I gotta go. Like 6 times during the movie. Yeah, I mean diverse. Sorry, diverse. Yeah, yes, Vallejo's very diverse.
That was a great reenactment of that.
Thank you.
That was really good.
It's crazy. Hey, just so you know, for all you fucking poor fuckers who listen to the show, never been to the rich part of the neighborhood, they don't talk in the movie theater. They don't litter. Can you imagine that? And the gas stations in my neighborhood in the Bay Area, literally, I swear to God, someone would pull up next to you at the gas station. You'd be pumping. They'd open their car door and just dump out a fucking like box of fried chicken, or empty their ashtray, or like anything. Just start pushing Coke cans and beer cans out the door and just leave it there, and then fill up their gas tank and drive away. There's fucking trash cans everywhere.
That's what they do in Jordan too. People will just like stop at a stoplight or at a roundabout. They'll just dump all their shit out and walk away or drive away.
Fucking Arabs, you're filthy monsters.
And then there's people who like are employed to clean that shit up. So like, but
that's cool.
It's never ending.
That's cool.
So
I appreciate that. Maybe. Do they dump it in the same place? Is there a spot you're supposed to dump it so people can clean it up?
I have no idea.
Oh,
it's everywhere. There's like a road cleanup crew, and then you just see people throwing shit out of their cars for them to pick up.
Look at this guy. Gay, for sure gay. And I mean it in the clinical sense. I don't mean it in the derogatory sense. Oh, Ed Bauerfit. Ed Bauerfit. Nope, real name. What happened to the upcoming live stream with Dave Castro? We scheduled him, and then we had to reschedule him, and instead of just pulling it off the schedule, we keep just pushing it down. But he's coming on. He's I think he said he's traveling for a week or something. I can't remember. Maybe he's doing the open announcement. Oh, I haven't seen Jiggy Josh in a while. Okay, so that was school. God, can you imagine your kid doing that? Hey, the reason why that kid did that is because that's how the dad talks to the mom, or the mom talks to the dad.
Oh, for sure. He had to have learned it somewhere.
Oh, we did the cross your arms and learn thing, right? Hey, did you hate crossing your arms the opposite way? I don't like that.
Yeah, I was kind of uncomfortable. I didn't know how to.
You can change your name.
Yeah.
Hey, I've never seen that one. That's brilliant. Genitals. Genitals is in the house. Thank you for watching the show, Genitals.
Nice. That's good.
That's great. When is Greg coming on? He actually told me he was going to come on, and I just said should send him a link, and he'd come on, but he said that to me a bunch. 434. This guy Thomas Seyfried. Excuse me. Oh, I'm burping so much today. This guy. My wife's fasting today, so I'm going to fast today with her. Kind of weird to do it on a Sunday. This guy Thomas Seyfried was at the Broken Science conference that Greg just had and Emily just had, and he got a standing ovation, and he was amazing. I mean, truly amazing. And here he talks, a guy is going to talk about the benefits of autophagy based on Thomas Seyfried. Autophagy is when, my understanding of it, is when you go without eating for so long that your body starts consuming itself. And the first things it starts consuming are bad cells, injured cells. So cells you have around your body that aren't participating as a net positive. So some people would claim that when you go into autophagy from fasting, you would your body would consume its own skin tags. So you see people who have a shitload of skin tags and they go for a long, 10-day fast, and their skin tags go away because their body consumes them, recognizes them as damage or bad cells. Okay, action.
In America, 1 in 3 women are diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. And for men, 1 in 2. Go to cdc.gov and you want to fact check that. It's on there right now. Cancer is everywhere in America. Dr. Thomas Seyfried, who's an oncologist from Boston College, has said in his research that if you completed a 7-day water fast once a year, you would reduce your risk of any cancer by 95% because of this autophagy process. How empowering is that? We have control here.
Wow. Have you done a 7-day fast?
I did a 5-day water fast, and I achieved what's called maximum autophagy, which is what he was referring to. In America, 1 in 3 women.
Hey, as great as it is what these guys are sharing, I see just 2 dudes who want to get naked and fuck each other. The way these guys look at each other.
I agree. Also, do a 7-day fast. I maxed out my autophagy. Okay, dude. I would have, but I reached maximum autophagy, so I didn't. I didn't finish the 7-day fast like I said I was going to do.
Is there a way to measure autophagy? Oh, I think Paulina changed her.
No, it's the same.
Is there a way to measure autophagy? That's a great question. Like he's saying, he reached max autophagy. What does that mean? I like the way you write. I write like that too when I text people, like he's saying. Oh, wow. We're on Anita Dick. Hi, hello. Welcome to the show. I don't think so, but I drink coffee. I'll tell you this for anyone who's about to embark on that 5-day water fast. I've done the 5-day water fast twice in the last couple of years, and I don't think I recovered from them very well. Like I start eating like all of a sudden I can never get full after that. I have a couple months of just really weird eating habits. Like eat everything.
This guy has fucked me eyes.
Yeah, for sure. These 2 dudes wanted to just get in the 69. These guys want to show me the real definition of gay. Hey, or I'm just projecting. I'm open to it. Do you think it's weird that the creators of The Matrix, a movie that talks about just the grand illusion of things would go further into the illusion and become trans. I always trip on that. Like they've invested more into the Matrix. But like the way out of the Matrix is stillness and quiet and self-realization, not tattoos, piercings, plastic surgery, fake boobs, genital mutilation, and I don't know, just these things. Just do you see what I'm saying by that? You understand what I'm saying?
Not entirely.
Like everything's already. The Matrix is just horse shit. It's where we act out all our pathologies, and it's just all the bullshit. And yet you're going to participate in the bullshit. I mean, one of the greatest ways you can participate in the bullshit is having some sort of like genital mutilation surgery. Like, because the creators of the Matrix are trans now. Those dudes turn themselves into girls.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh, sorry. So maybe nothing I was saying. Okay. Well, first play this clip, 432. Sorry. It says, is it weird that the creators of this movie are trans? Like, if the goal is to get out of the Matrix, you don't invest more into it.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
So there it is. So that like there's when you do stuff like that, you're showing that you're a slave to your mind, right? You're participating in the Matrix. You're a slave to your mind. You're a slave to your thoughts. So they had some thoughts that made them want to like switch from dude to chick, and maybe they don't believe their own shit. Maybe they think the Matrix isn't a good metaphor for the world and this is just all fiction to them. Or maybe you teach what you most need to learn the most. I don't know. Oh yeah, there they are now.
That is
The sisters are both trans women. The sisters, they're brothers, you jackass. The Wachowskis. Oh, the Matrix is a trans metaphor? Oh, well, fuck. Who am I then? Matrix are about being transgender. That was the original intention, but the world wasn't quite. No shit. Will you click that? I had no idea. I thought it was a more like a religious. Oh, here we go. Oh wow, I'm getting schooled.
Hey.
Hi.
First time caller, long time listener.
Good to hear from you.
Just wanted to say that Sophia Stewart is actually the creator of the Matrix.
Say that again. Wait. Say it again.
Sophia Stewart.
Sophia Stewart?
Yeah.
Okay.
You Google her, you'll see she's sued the Wachowski brothers.
She what? She fucked the Wachowski brothers?
Sued them.
Oh, Sophia. Oh, tell me her name again. Sophia
Stewart.
Sophia Stewart. Are you Italian? You sound like Victor Brown, like you got like an Italian affect.
No, I'm olive skinned, but a little darker than Italian.
Sophia Stewart. Sound like you know what I mean by affect, like your voice, like you held someone up, but you've held someone up at gunpoint for money that they owed someone else.
Oh wow, yeah, she sued them.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
A load of money.
That's why the Matrix 4 was a weird like movie because they were more so promoting the game than like actual going into detail of what was next.
Wait, why was it weird? Say it again. It was weird because what?
They were like promoting a game.
Yeah.
Oh, like a
versus
video game.
actually being a movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
I mean, they couldn't use the source material anymore because they were like liable if they did. So they had to finesse a way to like.
Did she win? Did she win?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah. That's why they couldn't do what they wanted to do originally.
I need to have her on the show.
That's wild.
He's trying to make it. He's excellent.
Does she work at a strip club? What does she do? Her Instagram account. Oh, she's got a huge rack. Did you go to her Instagram account?
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
I haven't in a while.
Mother of the Matrix.
Yeah, does she work?
My voice is just deep, guys. I'm not trying to make my voice deep. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, you're hard to understand.
Apologize.
But not in a bad way. If you had a good mic, you could be like a world class DJ. It's good. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I can't tell which that. There's a she has her rack out quite a bit. Oh yeah, I want to have her on. Oh, here's a picture of her in a Fishborn. I should probably be looking at this with everyone so they can see it. Okay. So okay, I need to.
Yeah, she's an interesting. I've seen a podcast and an interview with her before. She's definitely like an interesting person, and she also wants to get credit for the Terminator as well.
Yeah, she won, so she's wealthy.
Yeah, she's
Sophia. Oh, Mother of the Matrix. Mother of.
Her name again, for those who's asking, Sophia Stewart.
Mother of the Matrix. Okay, cool. Thanks, dude. What a great contribution. I'm going to try to get her on.
Yep.
Fantastic.
This is Jiggy Josh, by the way.
Oh, Jiggy Josh. Thanks, brother. You the man. All right. What other stuff do you know?
That's it for now.
All right.
Thank you for all.
All right, cool. All right. Love you. Love seeing the comments. Bye. Well, shit. I'm wondering who this guy is in the picture with her, where she's wearing a mask at the MGM. Is that? I'll pull it. Is that someone?
Is that her boyfriend?
Well, if it is, she's straight cradle robbing.
Dear Sophia, please check your emails.
I'm guessing that's someone famous who's in like her next movie or something. If you guys want to see her boobs, look down here. Wait. Right here. There you go. Creator and owner of the Matrix and Terminator film franchises.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool. The Terminator 1 and Matrix 1 were incredible.
Yeah, those are good movies. That's why I wonder if that's why the Terminator went super off the rails after a couple movies.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, because
it just got weird after like 2 or 3 movies.
This the second one was pretty amazing too. That was one where he walks like he turns into that liquid shit. That was like crazy special effects when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The liquid Terminator.
He's gender fluid.
I want to try to find something in the middle here. Okay, 106. A vaccine killed a man. Oh, God, wouldn't it be nice to get rid of 106? The Gateway Pundit. 106. God, this is like in the middle of no man's land. Coroner confirms COVID-19 vaccine killed 26-year-old man from New Zealand. Oh, September 22nd, 2022. God, that's how old some of these pics are that I've grabbed. According to reports, Rory died in the house he shared with his fiancée, Ashley Wilson. He was found by Ashley in the bathroom of a Dunedin home at 4 a.m. Since getting a shot on November 5th, Rory had been experiencing myocarditis-like symptoms for about 2 weeks. His death led to the coroner's inquest that was conducted by Coroner Sue Johnson, not to determine civil, criminal, or disciplinary liability, but to establish when and where Rory died and the cause and circumstances around his death. The inquest lasted 3 days. The inquiry was a fact-finding exercise to consider whether the coroner needed to make specified recommendations which may reduce the chances of further deaths in similar circumstances. She released in her findings, I am satisfied from the written evidence I have received and the oral evidence heard at inquest that I have sufficient evidence to now establish the following. The cause of Rory's death. Jesus, want to get to the point. He had no alcohol, cannabis, synthetic cannabis, or any other drugs were detected. Samples were also taken which confirmed caffeine and a metabolite of nicotine in his blood. Hung then carried out intensive pathological examination of the heart. There is no current test that will show the COVID-19 vaccine in the heart tissue, but Hung was able to exclude other causes of myocarditis, such as rheumatic fever or by infection. I mean, we just know by now, right?
So the only way to determine if somebody was killed by the COVID-19 vaccine was if they were almost entirely healthy, had no other concerns whatsoever, and they found myocarditis with no other cause.
Yeah, that's not very convincing. I hear you. Even though I believe it, I hear you.
That's insane. So that's why basically nobody's being diagnosed.
The only facts we have is that we have an increase of death in people between the age of 18 and like 49 of 40%.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that's making everyone go, what? And that just started a couple of years ago. And it seems to be a lot of clotting issues.
It's fucking crazy.
Sevan, I'd love to see all of this stuff is organized. Organized? What the fuck does that mean? Organized. None of it's organized. What are you talking about? How numbers are established. I mean, dude, you guys are thinking way too much into it.
It's too deep.
Yeah.
Don't get too deep, Damien. It's fucking.
It's the numbers are only so I don't tell Caleb, hey, scroll down to like page 13 and pick the one that starts with big tits.
Which is even funny because there aren't pages. It's one just continuous fucking note that spans as far as you can scroll.
Okay, how about this one? 93. You fucking liar. This one should be good. These are just old. This is so old. Oh, here we go.
41 states plus the District of Columbia, the average gasoline price is less than $2.99. And if
we've shown that one. 86. Funny, not funny. Sorry. You guys, the show's over. Now we're just cleaning up notes. You're welcome to hang out as we clean up some notes. 86. Funny, not funny. Okay, here we go.
If you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Oh my God, that's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great in that bikini. I would kill myself if I looked like that. Keep eating, keep eating. You saw an alcoholic where you'd be like, oh my God, look at you. You're face down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing. Be like, dude, you need to get your shit together. Get off the sauce. Ladies, if you could just support the...
That's great.
That's pretty funny.
83, porn stars fighting. Now, I wonder how long ago I made these. 83, porn stars fighting. Holy shit. Wow. I don't even remember this. This is real? That chick had no chance.
Yeah, no, not even. She couldn't even get out of her seatbelt.
I wonder if she feels bad. Oh, they have a round two?
And they switch seats.
All right. Russia. I don't even know if that's Russia. Yeah, go ahead. Pick the next number. What do you want? Pick the next number. Go ahead.
Watch us not have that number.
Yeah, we got it. Trust me, we got it.
One through what is it? 600, 500? Which one do you want, Damien? 16. Fuck, I don't even think we have a 16. Holy shit! It's the first one we have.
Okay, this one's called "The Left Continues to Hate on Black People. They don't want anyone out of the cage." That's the only equality the left wants. They want everyone in the cage. Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay, here we go. Oh, back to Kyrie Irving. That's how old 16 is. Thank you. I'm going to get rid of 16 so bad. Bye-bye. Here we go.
Thanks, Damien.
They're really giving Kyrie Irving the Kanye West treatment. So this happened very recently, that Kyrie Irving teamed up with the Brooklyn Nets, and they claimed they would each donate $500,000 to the causes and organizations that work to eradicate hate and intolerance in our communities, basically to combat anti-Semitism. But that wasn't enough, and it never is, because just announced the Brooklyn Nets are suspending Kyrie Irving for at least 5 games without pay, saying they were dismayed by his failure to unequivocally say he has no anti-Semitic belief. Now, mind y'all, this is all because he didn't apologize for posting a link to an Amazon movie. The Nets claim that he is unfit to be associated with the Brooklyn Nets. What? You can't have a difference of opinion without being unfit?
Hey, so you can't be on a basketball team if you think Jews are money grubbing of whatever. I don't know what the stereotype is. Hook nosed, whatever. Like you can't have that thought. You couldn't be on a.
Can't do that with any sports team, any pro sports team. I bet.
Wow, that's fucking nuts to me. So they really do own you. So kind of like that BLM protest really is true. Except you really that's one of the things that I guess I mean there's other jobs that have rules. You can't be president of the United States and cheat on your wife because it compromises you, right? Isn't that like one of the rules?
Unless you're Bill Clinton,
right?
Or JFK.
I wonder what jobs you can have and be and like hate someone for like their like have like I don't even know if hate. What if you still loved you? What if you thought Ashkenazi Jews were smarter than all black people, which the science shows that they are. But what if you said that out loud, but you still loved black people and you still loved Ashkenazi Jews, but you said that out loud? Could you keep your job as like in I guess depending on what position you played. Could a black dude say it?
Apparently not.
Oh yeah, that is a black dude. A black dude can't say it. Man, that it's kind of amazing. I mean, I kind of get some. I mean, I sure as fuck don't want my surgeon saying that they fucking hate Armenians.
He might nick an artery while he's in there.
The heart surgeon, right as you go under, he's like, "This motherfucker ends in IAM. Fuck him."
Verify full name, date of birth.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
You
Sorry.
see him.
Sorry, dude. You're dead.
Caller, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. It's fun. Life's fun.
Great. Question for you: does the Sevan Podcast have any intentions or plans in the future to bring back Killing the Fat Man?
Oh, bring Gary Roberts back on?
No, it doesn't have to be Gary, but a similar.
No, that shit costs money. I'm not doing anything that costs money like that. Hey, can I ask you a question? Have you been listening to the whole show today?
Most of off and on. I've had a few calls. I had to jump on, but yeah, off and on.
Did you hear the part about shifting your grip from your jack off grip from a thumb up to thumb down to supinated to pronated? Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting this because of the echo in the bathroom. I'm getting this feeling that like you're trying that out right now while you called me.
Definitely, yeah. It's awesome. It's like it's someone else. That's the greatest thing.
It's like it's someone else.
Yeah.
Where are you? Would you take a bathroom break and call me?
They've been making us do that. At the gym I go to, at the end they make us do these supinated hangs for. Yeah, and so I could go all day. Feel like I'm 15 again.
It's awesome. I'm not going to invest. I don't think I would have to. This show has so far to go before, and maybe and there is some pretty crazy growth going on right now. But this show would have to go so far before I started investing money in other shit like that. Like we need to make sure. Like we're so far. We need equipment for Caleb. We need to be able to get the Instagram account going. I mean, maybe I don't have the right sequence of events to do, but some athlete asked me the other day in my Instagram. I thought it was pretty funny. They said, "Hey, will you sponsor any athletes?" And I'm thinking to myself, I said, "No, not at this time. Thank you." But what I really want to say is, you fucking idiot. How about you offer to fucking wear my shirt to help my podcast? But I didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I mean,
I'm just not there yet. We're not there yet. Say that again.
I mean, but you're on. I mean, come on. You're on Instagram telling people to fuck off. You've already taken off. So
thank you. Thank you.
What
a metric. What a metric.
You were doing numbies. You're doing numbies on YouTube. 20K subscribers. The Fat Man is inspirational.
I could sell these glasses probably and pay and to run the Killing the Fat Man series.
I mean, let's start a GoFundMe.
Just for a Killing the Fat Man series? Man, these glasses. These glasses I'm wearing here are so scratched that everything's a little foggy. I might need to stop
again.
These?
Yeah.
All right. Well, are you voting that we do start Killing the Fat Man?
Yeah.
Gary Roberts is. I will tell you this. Okay, so here, you're actually going to like this. Sarah Cox over at California Hormones did say that if Gary did a monthly series where every month he released an episode talking about his journey with California Hormones, that we would pay him money. And it was a significant amount of money just to make the video. And he could say whatever he wants. It was like a couple $1,000. So, I mean, that option is there for him. He just didn't take it. Maybe I'll call him today after the show and be like, "Hey, dude, people want to see Killing the Fat Man season 4 or whatever." Where you get
what's the state of Gary
on
today,
the juice. Gary
as
on
of 2023.
He's good. I think he's good. I think he's been going. I think I'll schedule him. Right. Let's call him. Here, what should we call him?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
fuck it.
Let's call him. Let's see if he's.
Maybe he'll
Gary changed my life.
He changed your what? Your life?
My life. Yeah.
Maybe he'll tell us more about his lovin's.
Okay, here we go. Get another fat man. I don't know. Hey, I'm live on the air. Hi.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You're live?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
What people want you to come on the show, and people would like you to do a new season of Killing the Fat Man. And I know that we had talked about you doing that with some financial compensation, and I'm just calling to see when we can have you on the show next, and then you could give us any updates on whether you're going to do a Killing the Fat Man season 3 all juiced up.
I'm ready. As I was driving home from the gym last night, I had the camera on my rearview mirror, filming, saying to myself, I don't know if I am worthy of having something to tell, but I'm still talking. I just say it just needs to be put together. I've been capturing all of this journey. I just haven't cut it.
Awesome. You the man. All right. So I'm going to schedule you to come on so we can talk about it a little more in depth and get an update on you in the next week or two. Is that cool?
Yeah. I just took my blood labs this morning to check. I just came back from the doctor to test my T levels.
How are they?
They only drew the blood. I haven't got the results yet.
Okay. Awesome. How do you feel? Do you look good? Do you feel good? Do you feel strong?
I mean, I just PR'd, and I was only maybe 10 above my numbers from 3 months ago. I had higher expectations. I don't know what in 3 months, what percentage should your PRs go up? I don't know what that.
I do know this. I know your mile time is fucking crazy now.
Yeah. So I'm ready to talk.
Okay.
To be honest, I mean, managing 2 babies, my wife took on a new job 8 months ago, and she's been working like like till midnight, and I am alone in a lot of the managing of babies, and the timing to edit has just been not there. But I've been working out.
Awesome. I love you, dude. That's great news. I'm going to have Sousa schedule us and we'll talk. It's going to be great. And congrats on the 2 babies. You demand. Low stress. You demand.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. I don't want to stress Gary out and act like I was putting pressure on him. I'm not. Eric Weiss, is Gary getting adequate loving? Yeah, we'll find out all that, right, Eric? Philip Kelly, for your savings account. Thank you. I need my savings account needs that. Thank you. Sevan, we need to get the L1 winner on yet from my giveaway. Oh, yeah. Did that guy go? Did he go to the L1 already? All right. So caller, hi. Are you there?
I'm still here. Yeah. So I appreciate the consultant Gary. Looking forward to the show.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to pick a number?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Any number?
Sure.
18 to 500.
18 to 500. Yeah, that's good.
283.
Oh, perfect. Oh, hold on. Let me see if sometimes there's some missing. Let's make sure we have a 283.
Nope. Another one.
Oh my God. We have a 282 and a 284, but no 283. Damn.
227.
There we go. All right. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.
Thank you all.
Bye.
The page is gone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. That was all Nancy.
The
That was
second, the second link is there, but the first one's not.
Just some Nancy Pelosi shit. Okay, here we go.
Yo, what's up, guys? So quick update and some bad news. Unfortunately, the Nancy Pelosi video that I posted the other day was Samson. I know you guys were super looking forward to that song happening, but it keeps getting taken down from TikTok. It got like over 6 million views and went viral, but we can't.
This is amazing.
More than 24
Wait till you
hours.
hear this.
Unfortunately, I think because it's too controversial, we can't make a song out of it. We'll have to make it up to you guys at a later time with a different song. So
Yeah, right. Hey, Kato, you want to know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I'd take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd whip out her knockers fast and start throwing uppercuts like a boxing match. I'd grab her by the nipples and flip them up and down until they're flapping in the wind and then I'd spin them all around and go.
Yo, what's up, guys? So
how good is that guy? Hey, go to that guy's account. That guy is amazing. I forgot all about that. Have we ever played that before?
Yeah.
We have played that?
Yeah, I forgot that we did that.
God, this guy is so good. What is that speaker, Nancy Pelosi? Why? Stop playing, Nancy. Oh, shit. Nancy, can you watch this and record your reaction? Send it back to me. Thank you. Wow. Oh, shit. There's an official video of it. Can we see that?
Let me go find it real quick.
What an incredible fucking wow. I wonder if we're going to get in trouble for playing that.
I can't remember if we did, but
crazy. God, that song is so good. I love rap music. I can't believe I haven't had to pee yet. It's got to be coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
I peed in the middle of last night's show with Brian. And did you see me get up at one point?
Yeah.
I had to pee so bad. Caller, hi.
Hey, Sevan, it's Ryan Stokes calling from Canada.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Stokes?
You guys were talking about just earlier about the professional sports leagues and, you know, abiding by their rules and here and there. So there was recently a hockey player in the NHL that refused to wear the Pride jersey. Like every so often they throw on a pink jersey or whatever for, you know, Pride awareness in every league. And I think his name's Ivan Prolikov or something like that. He plays for the Philadelphia
Oh,
Flyers.
yeah. I saw that. His coach supported him on it, though. I saw it.
Yeah, the whole team did. And he, you know, he's Russian Orthodox. He basically, I think he said later on that, you know, he's like, this is my religious views. And I want everybody to respect mine because I respect everybody else's. And, pardon me, he later said, he's like, you got to understand, if I wear this jersey, this affects my family and what happens to my family in Russia. and not probably in a very severe way, but I'm sure that, you know, if his family's walking around the streets in Russia, I'm sure there's, you know, how they treat gay people in Russia, it's probably not very good. And if also the people in Russia see him wearing this pride jersey, they're going to, you know, retaliate in some version of a way, maybe minor or whatever, or bullying his family. He didn't want that. And after all this stuff happened, I guess his jersey was one of the top selling jerseys.
Yes, it was the top selling. It fucking
Philadelphia
sold
Flyers.
out. Yeah. Hey, here's the thing, man. I wouldn't wear that shit either. Listen, if I was going to wear a fucking gay flag shirt, I would wear it when I went to the gay parade. And I would highly recommend anyone who wants to fucking party, go to the gay parade. It's fucking dope. Go to San Francisco, go to Love Fest, go to fucking Blowjob Week, do all that shit. It's fun. Dudes were running around in assless chaps getting crazy. But if I'm not wearing a shirt that says I fucking support people who want the same genitalia they have in their pants rubbed on their face while I'm playing a hockey match. It alienates people. It's fucking stupid. It means it's
So
fucking,
today,
and it's gross. It's conflating sex with sports. And you know what? It is on the verge of fucking having some pedophilia fucking component because fucking kids go to fucking hockey games.
Right.
And it's a fucking disaster. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to realize that. And to conflate it with inclusiveness and fair rights is fucking, it's so gross. It's so selfish.
So today in Canada, we have a thing called, I don't know if you guys have it down there, it's Anti-Bullying Day. It was started with, I don't know if the kid was in the States or Canada where he got beaten up and killed for being gay. So we have a day here, it's today, Anti-Bullying Day, where they suggest that everybody wears pink to work or to school or whatever to support this day to raise awareness for bullying.
What is anti-bullying? What is anti-bullying? Like, I know it, but there is no such thing as anti-bullying. It's like anti-racism. It's not even, how about you just don't bully? God, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, I
Canada.
just thought
I fucking hate, I really dislike your leader. You have to know that. I really dislike him. I think more than I dislike any person I don't know him personally, but I really, really dislike him. I think he's a horrible person. And a lot of people have been hurt because of him.
I think he's going to be out on the next election. I don't know how we can't get him out earlier than that, but
He's worse than our president. You know that. And ours is bad.
He just tripped upstairs again.
Oh, I know.
Hey, I want to play something for you. Play 435. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this fucking moron. I wonder if he's ever even been to China. I wonder if Trudeau's ever been to China. Hey, and once again, if you voted Democrat, this is what you like. This is the thing. I don't understand how you could be a Democrat anyone anymore. Listen to this. This is crazy. Here we go.
Of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say,
He used dictatorship and allowing them. Back to back words.
Well,
man.
apparently during the convoy, the non-vaccinated, including myself, were considered racist.
Yes,
So,
yeah, and our president did that shit too.
yeah.
All right, well,
But I
thank
think the thing
you.
about him falling-
Go ahead.
Sorry. I think the thing what Caleb was saying there about him falling down the stairs, like Biden falling down the stairs again, from what I heard, it wasn't him. It was some of his aides, and he wasn't even there. That plane was supposedly in Poland, where he was already in the Ukraine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. That was some really tough audio to deal with right there.
Yeah, I doubt that they flew Air Force One. Well, I don't know this. Whatever.
Did you see video of him falling up the stairs?
Yeah, it's right here.
It's new video?
Yeah, it just happened today.
Oh, well, then it's real. Let's see. Are you saying it's like a stunt dummy?
No, he's saying that they couldn't place him in Poland because he was somewhere else, but that's definitely him. Turns around and waves to everybody.
Hey, does he feel embarrassed that he fell?
I don't know. Probably, maybe, hopefully.
The thing is, I don't think it's a big deal that he fell, except that he's always falling.
Yeah. Mentally and physically.
We've looked at the Catcher and David's Daughter Doppelganger a lot, right?
Yeah, we have.
What about this? What would your wife think about this? How about 2:15? Oh shit, we're over 3 hours.
Yeah.
How come you never have to pee?
I don't know. Because I've just staved off having to pee for so long. I think I've trained my bladder a little bit because I had to walk so far to go to the bathroom. So I was like, I can hold it. And then I would just hold it for hours.
Wow. I feel like I held it for hours. Oh, look at Jay Hartle, military bladder.
Yeah.
Mayor Eric Adams on Thursday named Laura Kavanaugh to lead the New York City Fire Department, the first time a woman has led the agency in its 157-year history. Kavanaugh, the acting commissioner of the department for the last 8 months, was promoted to the post of commissioner at a news conference at a fire station in Manhattan, surrounded by a large group of top women leaders in the mayor's administration. They're doing all of themselves a disfavor by celebrating the fact that I kept coming back to her over and over again, the mayor said. Over and over again, I just kept coming back to her leadership. Well, that's good. I like that. Kavanaugh 40 will oversee 17,000 employees, including firefighters, emergency medical workers, and units such as the 9/11 dispatch operations. As of August, there were 141 female firefighters, the most in the history of the department. Okay, well, that's cool, but I hope it's because they're good. Didn't New York City have a firehouse that was all women, and they had some major fucking disasters there? They were unable to do some calls that they showed up at?
Possibly. I want to know the numbers of how often a female unit has to request assistance on a call.
I don't think there is more than one all-female firehouse.
No, I mean like when usually on like a medical call, they have like two people running on the medic, like on the ambulance. So there's a driver and then like a paramedic, and the paramedic will sit in the back whenever they pick up a patient. So I wonder how often there have been two females on the same ambulance who have had to call for assistance for like a patient that they couldn't move, or somebody that they couldn't get under control or something like that.
Right. I'm looking at I don't see it. I don't see the someone wanted me to look at Lane Norton tearing into Paul Saladino. I don't see it. About hospitals. Oh, is this it? I don't see it. I gotta tell you, I don't like Lane Norton though. He's a half-truth salesman himself. Look at just this thing, and he's a drama queen. Just this one thing I clicked on here. He says, anyone else find it hilarious that Paul made these claims shortly after his business partner, Liver King, got busted for using over 10K of illegal steroids per month while claiming natural? Like, what do you mean illegal steroids? What do you mean he got busted? Yeah, Lane Norton's a crybaby. He is a world-class crybaby. I don't find his shit palatable. I don't think he's doing anyone. I don't follow his shit too closely, but I don't find his shit palatable. I sometimes I feel like he falls into the weeds so fucking hard. Yeah, I'm not. Does this guy claim to be natural? Does he claim to be natural?
Lane Norton.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People love him. I don't see that I don't see the Paul Saladino. Oh, let's see. Abductors feeling nearly 100% after 3 weeks of aggressive rehab and load management. I've used pause deadlifts to decrease the load while also still making these difficult week 3 565 by 3. So he's not natural?
I don't know. I was just showing video of him. Looks pretty juiced up to me.
It was very eye-opening because I saw the video from Saladino first. When I saw Lane's video, it was a major what the fuck moment. I am curious to see if Lane Norton is. What was the video that there's healthy food in hospitals? I've been to plenty of hospitals where there's no healthy food. I remember in just rows and rows of vending machines with just the most horrible shit in them. But maybe Lane thinks that Fruit Loops are like, maybe he thinks that he also looks at Snicker bars and is like, well, they only have 4 grams of sugar. Maybe Lane's that guy.
Shitloads of protein though, dude.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. Where is it? I want to see it. Where is it? Here's 7 Truths. I see one Paul Saladino video he's ripping on about testicles. How at risk were you to die of cancer? Do you like drinking alcohol? I don't see it. I'm going through his Instagram. I don't see it. God, he rips into everybody. I don't see it. Sorry. Oh, here we are. Oh, okay, here we go. I found it. I'm about to go hard in the paint on the Carnivore MD. Here, I'm gonna send you a link, Caleb.
Yeah.
Here we go. Found it. Thank you for waiting, guys. Sorry. I like him personally, but he's definitely an acquired taste. I couldn't stand him for a while. Okay, maybe he'll grow on me too. Because Bono, I don't know why I look like Bono. Okay, here we go. Action.
I wasn't a big Paul Saladino fan before this. This video is disgusting.
We're going to see what they serve in the cafeteria in a children's hospital. Western medicine doesn't care what they feed patients. Pretty sure they don't care what they feed kids either, which is even more saddening. So let's go check it out. French fries and chicken tenders, a banana cake with 409 calories, flaming hot Cheetos, orange vanilla Coca-Cola. We should treat our children better. It's crazy. We need to do better for our kids.
Oh, I love it when people use sick kids as props to push their agenda. I had several people from this hospital reach out to me and say, there actually are some healthy options in that cafeteria that he completely glossed over. It's not sensationalist. We all know what's most important to Paul. Secondly, if a particular patient has a specific dietary need or requirement, they formulate those diets for those people specifically. This particular children's hospital deals with a lot of cancer. Let me tell you something that really pisses me off. And many of you watching.
Pause this. So now we're I don't know how we're a minute in and he hasn't said anything, but he's rolled his eyes at least once. And he hasn't said fucking anything. Nothing. Zero. He hasn't said, oh yeah, that they do offer steaks or it's easy. There was an abundance of steaks. And there's 1,000 doctors listening right now that are saying Lane Norton's full of shit. Hospitals don't have healthy choices. And if you have to specifically ask at the cafeteria for a healthy choice, that doesn't count.
If it's not readily available.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. That's why I fucking can't stand this guy. And he's accusing Paul of being, I don't know, he didn't use the word salacious, but whatever. He used some word like he is the epitome of that. Okay, go on, please.
Start giving unsolicited advice on how they can treat their cancer or cure their cancer. You're a fool. Just telling you. Those people dealing with cancer are already
pause.
dealing.
So he's saying that now you shouldn't offer unsolicited advice, meaning if people didn't ask for it. Is that what he's saying? To help them cure cancer?
Right.
Oh, so I'm just curious, Lane, when do you help people? If you saw a woman on fire, would you throw water on her? If you saw a child molester, would you stop the child molester? Once again, he's saying nothing. He's just exposing himself as being a fucking coward. He's such a cunt. How does anyone like this guy? Go on, please.
With enough emotionally and physically to use kids as props and to shame the kids.
Wait. Okay, so
parents.
look at that. Look at. He's saying he's using kids as props. No, dude, he's at a fucking children's hospital. You're saying that he's using kids as props. I promise you, this guy is so fucking miserable. This is a guy that shits in the toilet and is like, that's not mine. This guy couldn't take responsibility for this guy can't take responsibility for fucking anything. I guarantee you this guy is gross to be around and that this is not his internet persona. This guy sucks. This guy only cares about pushing him and not what's better. Paul is definitely on the side of the good fight, and why wouldn't you just help Paul? Why wouldn't you make something constructive? Hey, Paul, I actually went to that place, and they did have some eggs. It's so easy to say that he's using the kids. No, you dipshit. He was at that hospital. That's you saying that. Go on.
And the hospitals doing this work is frankly disgusting. And so I guess I would put out one more plea to you, which is do better, man. I wasn't a big Paul.
Nothing. He said nothing. He didn't show us the A. He didn't show us the alternate choices. He didn't even tell us what the alternate choices were. He didn't even tell us. Fuck this guy. Get this guy the fuck off the show. That guy sucks. Kaysen, Paul is right on. I visited someone with dementia last week, and the food they're feeding is so bad. Pancake. I know. Of course, Paul's right. But Blaine Norton is a cunt of the highest order. It makes me, and you know what's crazy too is when people like Joe Rogan have him on, I wonder why Joe just can't see that.
I bet you he does.
Okay, good.
I mean, I think he's been around long enough to know.
I don't know if he's woke. I don't know if Blaine's that guy's woke. Yeah, Lame Norton. He sucks. I don't like the other guy either that's really popular. I shouldn't say. I don't want to. Yeah, that guy is an asshole. I think that guy's an asshole. Imagine being a girl. Would you want to date him? Does anything about him seem fun? No, he's a douchebag. Do you know he's like the evil version of Thomas DeLauer? You know who that is? The keto guy we had on the show.
Yeah.
Thomas is like so chill and easy to talk to and open. Lane Norton is just a fucking dick. What is that his name? Lane Norton.
Lane, yeah.
I mean, he is the product of academia. That's not usually a good. Maybe he is woke. He's definitely a full-blown hater. I think people are scared of him. It's funny. Paul makes a video that goes into a hospital, shows you the food, and all this guy can do is just say it's a lie and roll his eyes. People from the hospital contacted me, several. That means nobody.
You know, and all they were saying is like, yeah, sure, we have healthy options. And he probably didn't even inquire further. He just continued to complain about how terrible Paul Saladino was.
Yeah. Thanks for getting me riled up.
It's a pleasure.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Great show. I'm going to get off before we drop below 200 viewers. Have a great day. Tomorrow, we have a comedian on, Josh Shakespeare. I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't had a comedian on in a long time. The shows with comedians are usually complete disasters. We shall, here we go. Here's one other thing. Dylan. Hospitals give people with type 2 diabetes cookies and tons of sugar added shit with no teaching of what of course. Yeah, I know. That's why it's weird that this Lane guy is defending hospitals. Maybe that dude had a kid die of cancer or something. Maybe that's why he's so defensive like that. Maybe he's got some sort of weird.
Maybe he was bullied as a kid.
Maybe. None of his arguments make any sense. David Lucas was horrible. Yeah, sucked hard. I know I screwed that up. I should have come at David hard. I should have made that funnier. I didn't pivot. I'm a more seasoned podcaster now. Okay, fine. Jeremy E. World doing Spiegel's job. We will talk to you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.